His turn again to bluff there over in seat 7.
And he often does that in the start of when he's starting his games.
Absolutely.
Brings some more action into the game.
He's going to raise to $75. He has ace jack of hearts. Ooh, look at this Andrew in seat 2, the gambler on the table. He has ace queen off suit. A lot of times he would re-raise in that spot, but he's just chosen to call. Again, Andrew, boy, he'll play almost any 2 cards in any position.
Yes.
And Ali there, he's got pocket 7s. He'll make the call. So we've got about a $225 pot going to the flop. 3-5-9. Ali is in the lead here with pocket 7s. Couple of spades on board. And it looks like Ali has made a bet here right off the bat.
165.
He's bet $165. And Mo has folded. And Andrew, he's just got a couple of overcards. He's the type of player that, boy, he'll make this call.
Yes, he will.
You know, it's interesting, Shirley, the difference between a player that's playing recreational, a player that is playing, who has another job and who's just doing this for fun.
Right.
Kind of looser with their money.
Right.
And it's a $165 call here for ace queen, and he's going to make the call. Getting about 2 or 3 to 1 on his money. The turn is a 4 of clubs. Andrew's going to have to catch an ace or a queen, and he doesn't get there. And Ali's going to take it down there with pocket 7s. So Ali kind of played that little stop-and-go game that we talk about a lot of times in poker, where he chose to call on the flop, and this was kind of a variation of stop-and-go. It was a raggy board, so he decided to move all in with his 7s.
Right.
For a couple of high cards to come, like an ace or a king, he might not have played it that way.
Right.
Three-way action here. It was limped around. Ace 7-7. Gets checked around. The turn is another ace. And Mo's going to bet here with the king. He's going to bet $75. Action's over to Brian with king queen. Looks like he's going to make the call there. And seat 6.
We didn't see he had cards. He just now put him over the...
He's got an ace.
He has the ace,
yeah.
So he has aces full.
And he's raised. He has raised it. He check raised there on the turn. And he takes it down.
That was tricky. He even tricked us.
Yeah,
we didn't even know he had a
We
hand.
didn't know that he had a hand.
Some of us don't have one yet. So.
Yeah, I know. We gotta stay until you guys win.
You should get in if you want to get one.
Seat 5 is going to limp in here. And we're going to see 5-way action. Seat number 2 is bet $10 here. Flop is ace, king, 7. Couple of hearts.
Raise it like 125.
And look at this. Mo's going to check raise to $125. What great instincts there by Mo. He has bottom pair. Maybe he doesn't think Andrew has a king, but he might be trying to make a move on the wrong player. Again, Andrew, quite the gambler. He makes the call. And Mo's got bottom pair here. Out of position. And Brian had made a call here with Queen Jack.
He called the $10.
Yeah.
I don't see he's going to call this big raise, though.
And he's going to throw it away. So we're heads up, Mo against Andrew. Ooh, the turn is a king, and Andrew makes trip kings. And Mo's going to continue to lead here. He's going to bet $200, and Andrew goes all in over the top.
This one cost me $300.
Exactly. I know.
And Mo says, this time I was trying to pick up a pot and it cost me $300 to
Those
try to
pink
win.
chips cost him $300.
Try to win a pink chip.
Today I'm playing so honestly, right? I mean,
Yeah. So,
And we've seen that happen time and time again. Players that are playing for those pink chips
Yep.
lose a lot of money trying to pick them up.
Again, we're doing a live action tournament tonight. The person that wins the most amount of pots will win a $500 bounty and a nice Legends of Poker Bicycle Casino jacket. Seat number 5 has Big Slick here, Ace King offsuit.
raise it to 115.
And he's going to raise to 115, and he's going to take it down, and he's going to win a pink chip. And I think that winning the pink chips without a flop adds a lot of flavor to the game here, Shirley, as well.
Do you think that's why he raised so much? I mean, the blinds are only 5 and 10.
Well, I don't necessarily know if that was
That's
within
a big
his
raise.
consideration, but I think for the flavor of this game, it's proper to give a pot-winning chip to someone who raises and takes down the blinds, as opposed to, say, only giving a chip if the
If they
flop
see a
is
flop,
seen. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Pocket aces here. Seat 5 picked up ace king, and now he's got pocket aces. And I believe he's raised. I think it was
And that's it. He picks up the pot.
75 and he takes it down.
Ah, thank God. That's all. That's all one.
So just and unbelievable there. Couple of big hands right off the bat. Aces and ace king.
Right. And then we have the aces versus kings,
Yeah.
like the first hand out.
Right. This game is going to be chock fill action tonight. And this pot looks like it's linked around here. So we're going to see a family pot. 3-7-4 on the flop. Looks like seat number 8 there, or seat 9, Kim. He's got king 7. And he's going to bet from the button.
35.
He's bet $35. And Brian's going to call there with a pair and a straight draw in seat 5. Wow, the turn is a 3. He's made trips on the turn. And he's going to
He's
lead
just leading
right
right
out.
out, yeah.
Yep. And what do you do if you're Mr. Kim? You still have top pair here. Oh, Mr. Kim's going to lay it down. Good
He's
poker
finished.
instincts there. Mr. Kim, again, another professional poker player, has been playing for many years. 15, 20 years. Another immigrant. He is from Korea, I believe. A lot of Asian players, very, very experienced in the cash games.
Right.
Take it.
Again, we've got Yulette over there in seat 3.
Let's cut 25% of the jacket up. Okay, go ahead.
If you take jacket, I get 500.
We're
Seat
talking about
5
the
there,
jacket.
Brian. Another common player there. Seat 1 is going to raise here. He's got pocket kings, and Yulette has got ace queen suited in the big blind.
My first pink chip?
And again, we talk about how conservative she plays. She plays this game for a living with a couple of little kids at home, and she's going to make the lay down.
You can have it.
$100 to buy the pink chip.
And Ryan takes it down. And he says, $100 bought me a pink chip. Well, that's going to bring him closer to $500 and a Legends jacket.
Oh, I'm selling this pink chip for only $100. So, you know you paid $300 for the last one? I feel bad.
Couple of limpers here to start off this hand. Andrew, the gambler there in seat 2, he's going to play. Roulette completes, and we're going to see another family pot here. 6-way action. King, king, 4. Seat number 2 there, he's got trip kings. And again, you know, when you give a lot of action, well, you can receive a lot of action too there, Shirley. But he's actually raised. It's a $15 bet, and Drew raised there with the trip kings. A couple of spades on board there. Want to protect your hand. A lot of times people will slow play that a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Well, that's a lot of people in that pot.
A lot of people with a couple of spades. You think raising was the right case right there?
Probably.
Yeah. Pocket kings here for seat 5.
Wow, we've seen some really big hands. Same guy, too.
Yep. He's picked up kings that he won before against aces. He's raised to 150 with pocket kings.
And he doesn't mess around.
Brian in
big
seat
raises
5.
There.
Yep.
Pocket ace again?
And he shows it.
Nothing but kings and aces.
One from here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Small one. Looking good now. No, you're looking good.
Look at Brian, and we're going to be periodically giving you chip counts and live action tournament chip counts. Again, the person that wins the most amount of pots will take down a $500 bounty and win a nice jacket. We are playing 5-10 no limit hold'em. Minimum is $500. Unlimited restricted.
65.
Maximum. Seat 4. On the button, he's raised to $65. He's got ace-10 of clubs. Andrew had only limped in with ace-queen offsuit here from the cutoff. Or from one over from the cutoff. Pretty conservative play by him there, Shirley, huh?
Yes.
You think he might re-raise here? Is he trying to do the limp re-raise?
I'm not sure what he's doing tonight. I mean, normally he's just really wild, a lot of action. Maybe he knows his friends are watching. Didn't he mention something about that?
Well, we're going to see 3-way action. 10, 4, 9. Juan, who's the raiser, he's got top pair with the ace. What a pretty flop for ace-10. And he's going to make a $150 bet into about a $200 pot. And Andrew's just got a couple of overcards now.
But we've seen him make this call.
Yeah. In the past, on the show, on previous shows, we've seen him make this type of call.
Yes.
Again, he is a player that is a recreational player, has a job outside of poker. So he's a lot looser there with his money compared to some of these other players that play this game full time. But he lays it down. Coming into the next hand here. Seat number 1 looks like he's limped in. He's got queen 9 of diamonds. Brian's going to play with a king 8 offsuit. And the blinds are in there. So 4-way action to the flop. 6-6-4. Surely whoever bets at this one probably would take it down.
I think so.
An ace of diamonds comes on the turn. Still no one has anything.
45.
And Ryan, he's picked up a flush draw with diamonds, and he's going to bet, and he's going to take it down. And he picks up another pink chip. Again, if you want to follow a live thread that started about the show, 2plus2.com. Click on forums. Tournament Poker, World Poker Tour, and other televised tournaments. You can make comments, suggestions, questions.
135.
Seat 5 is going to raise here to 150. This time he had a couple of garbage hands, but nobody called. Wow, look at the guy in seat 5, Brian.
He's on a
got
roll.
pocket queens now this time. Has had pocket kings twice, ace king twice. This time he's got pocket
He had
queens.
aces once, where he just picked up the blinds.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And Yolette has made a raise.
What?
She raised to 45 with ace jack, and I believe Brian has announced that he went over the top
I think
all
he
in.
said all in,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Yolette quickly mucks the ace jack. And Brian, once again, big hand after big hand, takes it down. Do you believe in rushes and superstition when it comes to poker?
You know, I try not to, but I really do believe that sometimes people just run bad or you run good. But I try not to let that affect the decisions that I make while I'm playing.
I think it might have also something to do with table image.
I think so.
If you're winning a lot, people would tend not to would want to make a confrontation with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, if you're running well, it's not necessarily that you want to play your luck out. It's just,
Right, you still don't want to play those garbage hands.
yeah.
Right.
Mo is raised here out of seat 7. Mo, of course, professional poker player, has been playing for about 20 years. He has ace-7 of clubs. And he's going to take it down there. Going to take the blinds down.
$1. You have nothing.
Mo is a pretty accomplished tournament player, too. He's had some high cashes.
Yes, he has.
In this year's World Series of Poker, I think he placed pretty high in the seniors event, the $1,000 seniors event.
That's right.
Oh, I know the feature.
I believe he also cashed in the employees only event, which was the inaugural event of the World Series of Poker. And Mo, he's on a roll. He's going to bring it in with ace-5 offsuit.
His $100 bill when I released my card, man. None of you, he grabbed his cards
it's
already.
It's a no limit game, so him just grabbing his chips. And it's been a couple times now, please. Just ask me anything.
Pocket 8's there for Yolette in the big blind. And she's going to make the call. And here's a contrasting styles. Mo, the aggressive player, against Yolette, the very, very tight player. 3, 4, 10. Look at this. And it looks like Yolette bet
$100.
and Mo went over the top all in like it was absolutely nothing. So he is pretty sure that she's got exactly what she has, which is probably pocket 7s, pocket 8s, pocket 9s.
Big bully.
And he takes it down. Boy, those are two players that know each other very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mo did make a semi-bluff there. He could have improved his hand.
An
In
ace
this
or a
case,
deuce.
with an ace, an overcard,
Or a deuce.
or a deuce.
Would have given him a straight.
And if he, if he thought that Yolette had something like pocket 7s, pocket 8s, he's making that bet, hoping to take it down then. But, if he picks up one of those cards, he'll take down the pot.
You want to touch it?
How many things do you have, Mo?
And it looks like this pot was limped around. Ace, King, 4.
Do you want to sign these two?
It gets checked on the flop, checked on the turn. And the river is a 9. And it looks like Yolette picked up a pair there on the river. And she's going to take it down.
Just a little bit more. $75.
And she picks up at what looks like her first pink chip in the night. Now, a player like Yolette, Shirley, very, very conservative, very, very tight. She's very, very unlikely to be in contention
To win
for
that
the
right.
most pot competition that we have here
That's
tonight.
right. 'Cause she's not going to be
The
involved
live
in a lot of
action
hands.
tournament. Right. Mo, on the other hand, he seems to be proud that he's going to go after that
Yes.
live action tournament title.
Even if it cost him $1,000 to get those.
That's right. That's right.
Knock them out. Dude, you have to go against the kings and the aces. How many times can you?
That's right. Then he has to buy it and sit down, or he's gonna leave the chips.
And we're going to see four-way action here, limped around. A raggy board, deuce, 3, 5.
No good, no.
An ace comes on the turn. Still doesn't look like anyone has much of anything here. Juan there in seat 4. He's got a open-ended straight draw. And a deuce comes on the river. Or he had a gut shot straight
That's
draw
right.
there.
He needed a
Yeah.
4.
And it looks like king high here is good.
If no one makes
No
a
one
bet,
bets.
Yolette will win this hand.
Show.
Show him king. Come on.
Tony,
Got a queen eye.
Still thought about bluffing, huh? For the big chip.
next Wednesday.
What is a queen eye?
Pocket 4s here for seat 4.
Raise it. Over 40.
And Yolette. She's raised, and she's got queen
She has
deuce
queen
off
deuce.
suit, so she's trying to take advantage of her image here. But she's going to have to follow through if no one hits the flop. Oh, look at this. Juan's got a set of 4s. And Brian there in seat 5 picks up
Top pair.
top pair. Yolette has bet $50 it got checked to her. Juan
just
makes
called.
the call. Let's see what Brian does. He's going to make the call. Got quite a little pot brewing here. The turn is a 9. Oh, Brian's in trouble. He's made jacks up. And Juan is going to lead with his set of 4s. He's bet $125. The pot is somewhere around $300. And let's see what Brian has done here. Looks like he's just called. Maybe he's waiting to make a move. The river's a deuce. You wonder if Brian might be making a raise here on the river, thinking his hand with jacks up is good.
You would think so.
150.
No, he's...
Look at
he's-
this. Brian's using poker instincts. He thinks he's beat.
He
and
does.
he is beat. Boy, that's
He
just
had hesitance in that call.
Yeah,
he
that-
looked like he didn't want to make the call.
that's just great poker sense right there. I mean, a lot of people would have lost a lot of chips with that hand.
I was expecting some fireworks there.
Absolutely. I thought that he might be waiting until the river to
Right.
raise.
Small blinds, sir.
But he just knew. He just knew he was beat. It's a good tell of a good poker player. Wow. Shirley, why don't you tell us what's new on your website? Of course, you make the daily updates.
Yeah, well, I talked about what I've been doing here at work for the week. You know, I haven't really got to it as much as I should. The last thing I did was profile of Mike Madisell and then update my journals and things like that. I'm going to be doing a profile on Isabelle Mercier next.
We got a
Okay.
raise and a re-raise here.
Yolette,
Ace Queen
yeah.
raised there, Andrew, and Yolette has re-raised with pocket tens. And Andrew's going to show the Ace Queen. Boy, Andrew's playing remarkably tight tonight for his style. Well, when Yolette re-raises you, she's usually going to have the goods. And in this case, she did. Ace King suited for seat 6. Pocket 3's there for Brian. And Seat number 2's got pocket deuces.
20.
And Andrew's going to come in for a mini raise to 20 with pocket deuces. He's going to get called there by King Jack in seat 4.
No, I'm thinking to call or lay down. What are you talking about?
Ali in seat 6 is going to make the call. And it looks like Mo.
Mo was deciding what to do, and the player in seat 8 grabbed his chips and stuck them out for him.
Yeah. And actually, Ali is the one with ace-king in the small blind. He didn't raise. And Mo's got an ace-3. 8-5-7, couple of clubs. I knew for a second that Mo couldn't have had the ace-king because he definitely would have raised out of the big blind with it. Now Andrew's going to bet 20 into about a $100 pot here. And Brian makes the call with pocket 3. So Andrew's going to have to continue to lead here hard. The turn is an 8. And that brings a 1-card straight to the board. Turn is a 9. And a bet by seat 5 as Andrew has checked to him.
And now Brian knows his pair of 3s are good.
Well, he might be trying to represent a 6 here. Anyone with a 6 would have had an open-ended straight draw.
Right.
So even if Andrew had bet on something like ace-7 or ace-8, hard for him to make that call, and he lays it down. Rabbit Cam shows another 5, so pocket 3s would have been good. Brian continues to increase his chip stack there in seat 5. Andrew's brought this
There's
one in
the
for
Andrew we
30.
know.
Yeah, he's got 7-4 offsuit
He's
this
coming
time.
raising 7-4.
Yep.
3 players.
And he's going to get called in 2 spots, so we've got 3-way action. About a $100 pot. Here we go with the flop. Deuce, 5, Jack. All rainbow. And Andrew's going to bet 100. And it looks like Brian's going to make a quick call with second pair here like it was nothing. Yep. And Mo leaves, so we're heads up. 7-4 against 4-5. Boy, Andrew's going to have to catch a 7 here.
Yes,
a 9 of clubs comes on the turn. And Andrew has checked. And Brian checks right behind him. The river is a 9. And Andrew's going to bet 50. Boy, that's not going to be enough for Brian to get off the hand. And Brian's going to take it down there with a pair of 5s.
Now we can do one thing. We can keep them at the end of the half time, so in 40 minutes. How many they give you?
So we're going to get a dealer change here.
Three took on you. Give him 3 times.
Hey, Mo, I guess I'm getting the jacket.
No, you get the jacket.
Hey.
We need to do a trade.
50.
And here we go with the next hand. We got the button there in seat 7. Mr. Kim, the big blind, in seat 9. Andrew's going to raise. What else is new? He's got Queen Jack offsuit. Seat 6 is going to make the call with pocket 9s. And we are heads up. Queen Jack against pocket 9s. Deuce, 3, King. Goes check, check. The turn is an ace. Check, check again. And the river is an 8, and pocket 9s is good. Wow. Andrew didn't choose to fire at that one on the flop or the turn. Probably if he bet either street, he probably would have got Ali to muck the hand.
Okay.
just got checked down there, and Ali takes it down there with pocket nines. And here we go for tonight's live straddle. First live straddle of the night. Live straddle, of course, is a forced blind. It's like a second big blind. The person's going to have the option. Means it's going to be $20 to call the initial bet. And was it seat 3 that live straddled there?
It was Andrew.
Andrew, seat 2. That makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
And Ouellette's got pocket kings. It looked like under the gun, and I think that she just chose to limp, probably trying to throw the limp re-raise, and she doesn't get there. And we're going to see a huge family pot with pocket kings and 7-way action. Boy, Ouellette's probably in a world of hurt. She's going to have to throw a little feeler bet
That's
out
how
there.
hard, yeah. Well, especially when the ace comes
Well,
on the board.
ace-7 queen, and Brian's got an ace. And it looked like it got checked around. The turn is a 10. And now Mo, he's going to fire out. He's going to try
Mo,
to
who has
buy the pot.
absolutely nothing.
Yep. He's going to try to buy the pot here. Gets Mr. Kim to lay down pocket sixes in seat 9. The action is back till Ouellette. And remember, no one bet on the flop, so is she thinking, are my kings good here? Problem is, she's got Brian behind her who actually has an ace.
Mm-hmm.
And now, why didn't I re-raise before the flop?
Right.
Why didn't I raise before the flop? Ah, she's going to lay it down. And Brian's going to make the call. And the river is a queen. Brian has the best hand. Look at this. Mo's going to bet 200. He's going to try to buy the pot here. But I imagine with that queen pairing, Shirley, he's probably going to make the call.
Yes.
And he does. And Mo mucks, and Brian takes it down, as well as another pink chip.
He has to be the leader as far as pink chips, wouldn't
Absolutely.
you say?
Absolutely.
Looks like he has about 8 of them there.
500.
I'm gonna give it to you. I knew you blocked it too. You have a straight.
Pocket kings there, seat number 8.
And that's Steve. We haven't really seen too much.
No, we haven't seen him play at all tonight. He's going to raise it.
60.
He's made it 60.
Now, I've played in the 500 game a few times, and this is playing larger than I remember. You know, people were coming in for $40, $50 raises. I've seen raises up to $125 today.
Yeah, well, it's playing larger, but it's playing a little bit passive.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, the raises,
Yeah.
when people are raising, they're raising pretty big.
Yeah. King, queen here in seat 4. And it looks like this one's going to get limped around multi-way.
They all want a chance taking that pink chip down.
And here we go with the flop. Queen, Jack, 9. Couple of diamonds. Someone's got the nut flush draw. It's over in seat 8. And it gets checked around.
That is so
Wow,
passive.
and someone had king, queen there, too.
Right, top pair and straight draw.
Unbelievable. And 8 comes on the turn. And Andrew in seat 2, he's got a 10, and he's now open He's got a straight now, and he didn't bet it. 8, 9,
What
10,
is
Jack,
going
queen.
on?
The river is another 8, and now Andrew chooses to bet. He's going to bet 75. Seat 1 there on the button. He's got trip 8s. But it's a one-card straight to the board. Really surprising that Andrew didn't put any money there on the turn there with a made straight.
And Steve's not even going to call.
So you know why I never took this trick?
Ryan lays down the trip 8s, and Andrew takes it down.
10, okay? How the fuck do I know you don't have a 10? The 10 can't bet.
Sounds like they're getting a little angry at each other.
You got 8, 10, Drew.
So Andrew out there that
I
they're
didn't waste
calling
any money. I'm not going to give you $75.
his nickname is the Crazy Korean.
I know.
Did you know that part?
Hit the one diamond, you know.
The Crazy Korean, huh? Well, he
That's
plays
what he
like
says,
it.
yeah. His favorite starting hand, get this. What do you think it would be?
Probably 7 deuce offsuit, something like that.
It's 7 deuce, but no, it's suited. 7 deuce of
7
spades.
deuce suited. Yeah.
7 deuce of spades.
Hey, Drew, I saw that king diamond check too, you know? Check, 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 check.
We're going to see three-way action here, limped around.
Catch the diamond next time. Free.
Ace 8, 5. It's a rainbow board, all different suits. The turn is another ace. It's going to give Yulette a heart draw. And she's going to bet. She bets $20. And look at that. She gets Andrew to lay down second pair there with the 8. Again, Shirley, when we talk about people's image, it's tough to give Yolette a lot of action because normally she's only going to be betting with good hands. We've seen her.
That's right.
She lays down a lot of hands.
She's made a lot of laydowns.
Did I make it lay down? You bet too much. You bet too much. You want me to pay you $70?
Pocket aces again here.
Wow.
This time it's for Ali.
Ali in seat 6. He's raised it to 50.
That's more of a standard race for this game.
And I don't think he's going to get any action. It's around to the big blind. He's got king 6 offsuit, it looks like. And Brian's not feeling too lucky. He mucks. And Ali shows the aces. And Ali takes it down. Ace Jack suited, seat 5.
Pocket 9's there, seat 3, Yulette.
Yep. See how Yulette's going to bring this one in.
Well, Yulette likes the pairs, so she's coming in for a raise there.
Looks like it's a big raise. Looks like maybe $90. Let's see what Pal Brian plays this. Out of position with the Ace Jack suited. He's going to make the call. Ali's going to muck.
So she does have a tight image, but we've seen,
Yep.
you know, people not
Ace
really
Jack out of
respect the
position a
races.
little. Yeah, it's difficult to play. And here we go. Heads up pocket 9s against Ace Jack suited. Deuce 4-8. Not a bad flop at all for pocket 9s, Shirley. And she's going to push here. Looks like she might be pushing with her remaining chips. She's got 220. And for Brian there, you got to wonder what could he possibly beat, you know, unless she's come in with ace rag here and hasn't hit a pair.
right. But even if she has, you know, doesn't have a pair, she would probably still have him beat with ace queen, ace
Right.
king.
So I'm saying, like, unless she
Yeah.
had ace rag and didn't
Right.
pick up the pair like ace 9 or ace 7. And he wisely lays it down. And Yulette takes it down.
Jim, do you have one of these?
More money for the grinder. Sporting a female supporting herself on playing professional poker.
Very good idea.
But how about if you buy it and sit down there?
Seed 8's going to bring it in for $20. Looks like he's got King Jack suited.
You can only win as much pink as you have. That's good. Yeah, in that time we push a lot more time.
With such a small raise, a few people have called here. Looks like it's four-way action. About an $80 pot going to the flop. 6-3 Jack, all spades. Steve has played very, very tight all night. Let's see if he bets here. He's going to bet 15 into about a $100 pot there, Shirley. Wow. And Brian's going to call with a pair, and he's got the 5 of spades in his hand. And I believe that, yeah, we're heads up.
There we go.
Look at that. The turn is the 8 of spades. And Steve looks like he is checked. And Brian has bet 45 from the button. And he takes it down. And he shows the 5 of spades in his hand for the flush.
He flopped it.
And I believe that Brian is in the lead with about 12 live action marker chips. And Shirley, we've only been doing the show for about a little bit of time, and he's won 12 pots.
Right.
Wow.
Don't give me close, please.
It's like seat number 4 there.
1 hour. I didn't see the.
He's going to make it 40 to go. He's got 9-6 of clubs. Brian's got pocket 6s to his immediate left.
That's because Fisher's over there punching king.
Juan against Brian. Here we go to the flop. Queen, 10-8. Well, if Juan bets at this one, he's probably going to pick it up. And he is going to bet.
You know, it's one of my favorite moves, betting on the gut shot when your head's up like that.
Well, one thing to say about gut shots. Gut shots, of course, the one card straight. If a jack comes, anyone with a king is going to have a higher straight than you. But
Yeah, but I mean, you're not actually hoping to hit to make your hand. You're hoping to pick it up there.
right, strong semi-bluff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it works a lot.
I think betting, anytime you bring it in for a raise, regardless if you hit the flop or not, works a lot.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
That's mine. That's mine.
Three more hours. He's getting excited. You think you got the jacket and the money? You think you got a lot of 2 stacks of all the way to the
If it was 2 stack, you're 100% winning.
Couple double painted cards, as I guess you'd call it. And Brian is going to raise here with King 10 suited. Seat 4 has King 10 suited as well, and he had limped in. It's a $75 raise by Seat 5. See if Juan makes this call. Well, he's going to muck it, and Brian takes it down.
Don't give him a pink this time. Give him yellow.
So Brian really, really coming through there. With ships. Oh, look at that. We're going to see a ship count.
Right.
And Brian, he was almost down to felt. And I guess he's picked up some small pots, because we have him here as $650. And Andrew continues to be the big leader here with $3,400. We haven't seen a lot of motion from him. Got a couple players there over 2,000. And Juan has got about 1,000.
Somebody have enough, kid?
Over there.
Here we go with a flop, 10-7-5. All hearts. Gets checked around. The turn is another 10. It doesn't look like anyone has a pair here. Gets checked around again. And the river is a 7. And it double pairs the board. And it looks like Andrew has the best hand with a king, and he throws a measly $10 bet out there. And Brian makes a raise here on absolutely nothing. You wonder why Andrew bet there. And he's got king high, and he lays it down. Shirley, what would be the purpose of that bet there in early position?
I have no idea. He wasn't going to get any value from it. I don't think.
No, I mean, you throw in $10. I just don't get the bet there.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
He did have the best hand.
He did, and he laid it down. Pocket aces here, seat number 9, Mr. Kim. And he raises. Bang.
He got it.
He made it $2,000.
He raised $2,000 more. He's raised $2,000 more with pocket aces.
That's unbelievable.
And there it is.
He
He
wanted
wins the
that
first
pink
pink chip. Wow. Well, I guess that's the power of having a lot of cash on the table there.
Yeah.
Mr. Kim raises to 2,000. Again, we're playing with 5-10 blinds. Guess he was hoping, it's funny, if Andrew had something like queens or kings. Andrew's got a lot of chips.
Yeah.
He with a lot of chips there in seat 2. So, you wonder. Maybe it was a calculated move there by Mr. Kim. $125 raise here. And pocket 9s there for Mo. And he's going to take it down, it looks like. And he wins another pink chip. What do you think about that pink shirt there that Brian's wearing in seat 5?
What am I supposed to say to that, Bart?
I don't know. I've never even seen you wear pink.
Oh, you're
I guess
kidding.
you've got to
Yeah.
be comfortable with yourself. Times I've played on the show, I pick. Oh, I guess it's more
a
of an
different
orange.
angle, yeah. Now it's looking bright orange.
Yeah. Pocket jacks here for Yulette in seat 3. And it looks like she's going for chips. She's going to raise. She's got to make it 150 to go. Andrew's got a weak ace here on the button. He had limped in. And he mucks. And Yulette's one of those players, again, I've never even seen her show her cards before.
I don't think I have neither.
Yeah, grinding it out. Grinding it out, playing high, no limit hold'em. Pocket aces again. This time it's Mo who's got them. 2 red aces. But unfortunately, it looks like he's not going to probably get a lot of action. He's raised to $50.
That's a little suspicious.
Kind
All
of a
his
small
other
raise.
raises have
Yeah.
been like $100.
And he takes it down, and he takes down another pink chip.
He's won a couple in the last few hands, but he's still not even close to Brian. I think it looks like he has 4. I think Brian has 14.
Yeah. Will considers himself, I did a pre-interview with him today, he considers himself an action player when it comes to cash games. But in tournaments, he likes to tighten up a little bit. But he likes to give action in cash games because
Well,
he figures...
believes in the theory that if you give action, you receive action.
Yeah. And he also figures that if he's going to mix it up with a lot of gamblers, he's smart enough where they're eventually going to give all the money back to him anyways. Pocket queens here for Mr. Kim in seat 9.
See if he makes a $2,000 bet.
He's actually raised to 50. And looks like Andrew's going to play with the little suited connector there, 9-10 of clubs in seat 2. Brian's in there. And Steve is in there with the suited ace. So Kim's going to have to dodge a lot of cards. It's a $200 pot going to the flop. Oh, top set, Queen 4-8. See how he plays it. He's going to bet it right out. Well, he's making a weak bet, surely. 75 into a $200 pot. There aren't a lot of draws out there. Probably trying to induce at least somebody to play with him. And I don't know if anyone... You know, the only person that might be able to make a call there or a move might be Steve there with the ace-8. Brian's going to muck, and Steve's played very, very tight all night long. It's a $275 pot, 75 to call. And I think he's probably trying to figure out the odds. Can I make this call to try to hit 2 pairs or trip 8s? And that's what he's trying to figure out, and he makes the call. Unfortunately, if he gets there, he's no good.
Right.
So if we see an 8 or an ace here on the turn, we're going to see fireworks. The turn is a deuce. He checks. Wow, Mr. Kim bets $1,000. He's really pushing hard.
I think it's because it's easier just to grab one chip and throw it out there.
Yeah. 6 of hearts. Show us a rabbit cam. And Kim takes it down. That's his second pot of the night.
All you gotta do is ask me to touch his chips. If you touch one of his chips, he's gonna lose every fight.
You wouldn't do that to me, would you?
Ask him to give you change or touch his chips. It'll be all over.
Ace-10 offsuit there for seat 2. Seat 8 has brought this one in for 15, it looks like. Although if the blinds are 5 and 10, would you be able to bring it in there for 15?
No.
No. And here we go to the flop. Probably brought it in for 20. Deuce, 9, 10. Drew there in seat 2. He's got ace 10 and he's going to bet. He's going to bet $50. And he takes it down. Pot was just limped around there, actually. Get a shot of Damon there in the pink striped shirt talking to Mo. Another high-level, no-limit hold'em player, professional player, plays this game full-time.
He gotta be here.
It's a grueling game, surely, to do it for a living. I know there's a lot of romanticism about it, but got to be able to take your swings, right?
A lot of ups and downs, a lot
Bankroll
more so
management.
than in limit, yes.
Yeah. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but...
You know?
Well, I guess it depends on the level that you
I've
play.
done both. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I've made my living off limit and off no limit. And the swings in no limit, although I do better overall, are a lot larger.
7, 10, 7 on the flop. It got checked around. The turn is a queen. Mo has got queen 5 here, it looks like, and he didn't bet, and the river is an 8.
Queen.
Well, Mo had a weak queen from early position, chose not to bet, and he's going to take it down there with the queen. I don't know. I mean, I think the case can be made. A lot of people say that the variance in no limit is less. If you disagree, that's fine, but I have to agree with them.
I do.
I mean, again, it depends on the level of the limit that you play, but I think probably overall, if you're a good no-limit player, you're going to have a higher percentage of winning sessions compared to limit sessions, where it's a bit more, it's a bit closer to 50 or 60%, or wherever that median point is. Obviously, you can lose a lot. You can lose, half of your bankroll in one hand in no limit. I mean, it's a lot to do with bankroll management.
Right. Well, like I said, overall, I'm doing better in no limit, but my swings are higher per day, per hour, per whatever. But overall, I'm winning. But then again, it could have to do with my style. My style and your style is really different. We know that. And I play an aggressive style, and I'm in a lot of pots.
Are you saying that I play a passive style?
No,
Four-way
a
action.
tighter style, not passive.
Deuce 4. Andrew's going to bet $50 here with the deuce. And it looks like Kim here has made the call with top pair. He check called with top pair. The turn is a 5. Andrew's picked up some additional outs now. And it goes
Andrew
check,
gets
check.
there. Deuce.
On the river, and Andrew gets there. Trip deuces on the river. Wow. He had a gut shot. He chose to take a free card. Wow, look at that. Kim's not going to pay him off. And Andrew takes it down.
4 deuces? 4 deuces? I have king.
I threw away jack deuce.
I hear my name mentioned out there. I think he wants me to rag on him. That's Andrew. Seat 2 is a friend of mine. Acquaintance of mine, I guess. A limped pot so far. It's like six-way action. Wow, a nice flop for Yolette. She flopped an open-end straight flush draw. She's going to lead right out here with a $75 bet. Nobody else caught anything, so she'll pick up the pot there. And she does show her cards.
I didn't play because I lost a lot of money one time. And I wasn't a call, and then Mo didn't call. I was ready to get motion call.
So the girl that just went by, she does the scanning for the casinos for the classic cards. Her name's Martha. You get free food while you're playing here at the bike. In this game, we'll have pocket aces again. Seat 4, that's 1. I think this is a record. I think this is 7.
We have just seen
seven pocket
unbelievably
aces.
big hands.
Yeah.
And did he just limp there in seat 4? He did. He was trying to pull the limp re-raise, and he's not going to get there again. Again, we talk about playing this hand a couple of ways. Jack 4-5, and here we go. Mr. Kim. He's flopped up and down. He's flopped top and bottom.
Top and bottom pair.
And Aces is going to throw a little feeler bet out there. And look at this, Mo. He has raised with absolutely nothing, with King Queen. And Kim has re-raised to 200.
It's Mo. Yeah, Kim just flat called. Mo had raised to 200. Kim called the 200.
Oh, it looked like it. Really, it looked like Kim had pushed over the top, but
no, he just pushed
it
his
looks like
200
it's just
and
a
made the
flat
call.
call. You're right. Looked like he was motioning
Now
for
we
chips
see
and
one.
pushing.
He's probably pissed at himself
Yep.
for playing
Well,
the hand
again,
that way.
Well, I think he got the information he was looking for, and luckily he gets away from the aces. And Mo is just making a stone cold bluff at this. I'm surprised that Kim has not raised. He has, like you said, 2 pairs, and now he's filled up. A 4 comes on the turn. And Mo has bet 300. And let's see what Kim does here. Is he just going to choose to smooth call? Oh, he raised. No, he just did
called.
call. He just did
He
call.
threw his $1,000
Yep.
chip out there, but he
Yep.
did not declare a race. Which
And
would
now
just be
Mo
a call.
checks. And wow, Kim checks right behind him. Figuring that I guess, he could only be beaten by
He wasn't going to
a
get
better
called
hand.
if he put a bet out there.
Yeah. So again, a couple of times where Kim looks like he pushed a lot of chips in there, but it was just a call, and then he throws the 1,000 in there. Unless you indicate that it's a raise, that's just
Then
a
it's
call
just
as
a call
well.
because it's only one chip.
Yeah. And Kim takes down a live action marker chip.
I think he's still 10 behind Brian.
Seat number 7 here is raised to 60. Mo, he's got king, queen offsuit. And he takes it down there, and he takes down another marker chip. And I would assume that these marker chips are going to add a lot of action coming towards as we get along towards the end of the show.
We've seen kind of both of that. I mean, we've seen a lot of limped pots, though, too. People calling $10 because they want to,
see a flop.
win. Yeah, they
Right.
want to win one of those chips.
Right.
We've seen limping with aces and stuff in early position, and because the players want to come in for $10 and see a cheap flop, they're not raising. The aces can't re-raise. Their move hasn't been working.
Yep.
We saw that twice, once with aces, once with kings tonight.
And once again, we are seeing a multi-way pot. Very, very passive table. One of the most passive 500 games that I've seen in a long time. 6-way action. 10, 3, 7. Mo's got a flush draw, and he's going to bet. Seat 7. Looks like he bet 60. Brian in seat 5 has got king 10 there, Shirley. And he's going to make the call.
This time you have flush draw?
Pot is now about 190, as you say. Mo says, this time you have flush draw? And the turn is a queen of hearts, and Mo gets there. It goes check, check. And the river is an ace. And now Mo bets 200. And Brian Mutz.
Have you noticed, this is one thing I've noticed lately, that when people ask whether you have a flush draw, they're on the flush draw?
Well, yeah, usually, it's kind of deceptive what, when somebody says whatever they say, you can take it for what it's worth. A lot of times people will tell the truth. Sometimes people will always lie.
That's true.
I just tend to just block out whatever anyone says.
Don't listen to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This time Mo has better hand. He has ace-king here.
He's got ace-king. And he's going to make it 75. Seed number 1's got ace-queen offsuit. See how tight Ryan really is. He's going to muck the ace-queen.
He hasn't been involved in a lot of
Yeah.
hands, and normally, when he's playing the smaller games, he does get involved in more hands.
Yeah. Brian's got an 8-10 suited in seat 5, and he's going to play feeling kind of lucky. And that's not really the type of hand I'd like to take heads up against a raiser, especially an early position raiser. But we're going to see a flop. 9 Jack
Take
Queen.
that,
Look
yeah.
at this. Brian's flopped the bottom end of the straight. And he's going to bet it right out. Mo's got overcards and a gut shot. Looks like Brian bet. And what did Mo do here?
Mo just flat called.
Mo's just going to call. The turn is a 4 of spades. And Brian, I believe, has moved all in. And Mo's going to muck. And Brian takes it down just like that. I said you might not want to take that hand heads up, but he did and got lucky. Got a nice little flop for it. Very, very vulnerable, though, obviously, especially if you put Mo on something like Ace-King. Mo had a gut shot for out.
And Brian holding one of those outs in his hand.
Alan, your play? You got board? You got board. You cannot.
No,
Are you first up?
Yes.
Alan.
Ulet is limped in here in late position with an ace-9 suited.
I don't know what happened. Over, he plays, he's got to get own chips. His own.
And again, we're going to see a limped around pot. Mo's got pocket 8s, it looks like, over there. Didn't raise. 7 Jack 10. Ulet's got the nut flush draw in seat 3.
And a straight draw.
Yeah, she's got a gut shot to the 8.
Although 3 8s are out already.
And she's going to bet in position. She's going to bet $50. Overcard, she's got a flush draw, and if an 8 comes, she makes a straight. If a club comes, she completes her hand as well. Pretty strong hand for a semi-bluff in position. And look at this, Mo's going to make the call. Again, we talk about Mo having great poker instincts. It looks like he checked blind. And there's the club. It's a jack of clubs. And Ulet has bet, looks like 200. And I was going to say, I think that Mo probably called there, Shirley, because he knows Ulet so well that if Ulet was on some sort of draw, she probably just would have checked right behind him. And he would have known that his hand was good.
You saw the river cam was an ace, so had she not got there with the club, she would have got there with
With an
her
ace?
aces and, yeah, made the best hand anyways.
Again, you can follow a live thread and comment. Questions, comments, suggestions. Go to 2plus2.com. Spelled out. Click on forums. Tournament Poker, World Poker Tour, and other televised events. We are right there. Pocket Queens. Seat 6. That's Ali.
It's not plastic, it's
That's
over.
been raised to 80.
And he's going to raise to 80. It looks like Mr. Kim had limped in there with an ace-king in the early position. He's going to make the call.
A lot different than in tournaments, you know, where all the chips are going to get in pre-flop with queens.
Right. Andrew
First
mucked an
ace-king.
ace-jack over there in seat 2. And it looks like Mo's in there with pocket 6s. And the flop is 10-10 king. Mr. Kim's got the best hand. Seat 6 here has bet 100, and Mr. Kim smooth calls. The turn is a 4. And now Ali checks. Wow, Mr. Kim checks right behind him. The river's a deuce. Again, very, very passive.
They checked again?
And they
Wow.
checked it again. Wow.
You
Mr.
would
Kim
think
is
that.
quite the action player himself, too. And
Well, it doesn't look like it there.
Yeah.
You would think that after Ali checked it again on the river, that Mr. Kim would put in a value bet.
Absolutely. I mean, the only thing that you could be scared of would be pocket aces, right? You don't think anyone in their right mind would check 3 10s twice. Guy raised out of the small blind.
Right.
So.
This bonus.
Brian is going to raise to 45. He's got King 10 suited. Mo's going to make the call with a Queen Jack suited. And we're heads up on a $95 pot to the flop. 6-6-10. And Brian's going to bet, and he's going to take it down. And Alan, we've got a new player coming to the game, is playing over Mr. Kim there in seat 9.
You want to explain what that means to people who don't know what that means?
Playing over means that he is he's going to use his chips. Mr. Kim's chips still remain on the table.
Mr. Kim had left the table for some reason.
Right.
Might not want to play for about a half an hour.
And Alan's going to play.
And what they'll do is they'll cover Mr. Kim's chips.
With a cube.
Right.
Pink chips is not his.
I know, but just have to go in there.
It has to go in under the.
I'll put it in.
Okay. Donna, 4 chips. Put it in on the side for the. You gotta earn your own.
And this pot looks like it's going to get limped around again.
No, he's gotta what? Earn his own. How do we earn them?
I can do that.
If you win the pot, you gotta get
7 ways. King, Queen, King.
and if you have more chips,
Steve there in seat number 8. He's got a pair of kings. Brian's got a pair of kings in seat 5. It looked like it got checked around there, Shirley.
Yeah.
Boy, this is extremely passive.
Can I get service, please?
And now Alan's going to bet on pocket 4s. Brian's going to make the call there with the king.
Pot's been raised.
And now
And Mo, look at Mo. Boy, what absolute instincts. Doesn't think anyone's got a queen. He's going to represent it. And he might get both players to lay down this hand.
Well, he's got one so
Alan
far to
has
lay
laid
down.
it down, and the action's back to Brian. And the thing here is that if Brian makes a crying call, Mo's got to know that he probably just has a king and might be able to bet him off,
the hand.
Well, Mo's
the
making a
river.
semi-bluff there, too. He's got the ace of spades in his hand. And look at that. Powerful semi-bluff takes the pot down, and Mo, once again, wins the pot without the best hand. And you can just see some of the contrast there between, a player like Mo who does it for a living, very, very experienced at this game, versus some other players that do it, somewhat recreational, that don't have the 10, 20, 30 years that Mo has, experience in the game. Mo's been playing No Limit Hold'em since the game, before the game was really started to be spread in live casinos. The game really has only been spread for the last 2 or 3 years.
Right,
live.
I think it was way back when. And then
Way back when, and it was
then they
periodically
stopped. Right.
spread at some of the large card rooms over the last 10, 20 years. And, he tells us that he used to play, 4 or 5 handed back in, 1990 when the game really wasn't going on in the card
Right.
room.
4 players.
4-way action here, limped around. Ace 3 queen. Steven seed 8. He's got a weak ace on the button, and he's going to bet it.
75 here.
He's going to bet $75.
Set up on 0. Okay.
Thank you.
So we got a question here on 2+2 by Masher. He says he can't figure out where the table has been moved to. Well, come on down to the bike, because we've opened up a whole new section. We've added about 18 tables, knocked down the wall in our back plaza level, and check it out.
Yes.
But that many pink chips, the chips.
And this is the live action tournament chip count. Of course, every time you win a pot, you win a live action tournament chip. The person with the most chips at the end of the night wins a $500 bounty and a Legends of Poker jersey. And we can see Brian in seat 5 is well ahead with 14 pots or 14 live action chips.
I'm curious to know how Yolette got 7 of them.
I know.
I don't remember her winning that many pots.
And the funny thing is, when we get our money chip count up there, you'll see that Brian has actually won most of his money by winning small pots.
Yes.
Everyone is playing very, very passively. There hasn't been a lot of money movement, but Brian, he's been taking down, blinds and taking down small pots. And,
Right.
he's well ahead of everyone in that quest for the bounty.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, gunning for him now.
I'm saying
That's been raised to 35.
everybody has a chance.
Well, Yolette, she's going to come in for a raise. Under the gun here with ace-jack offsuit, that's a little bit loose for her. A lot of players you'll see muck that hand in early position. And wow, Andrew looks like he's going to call. He's got 9-5 suited. And that's the gambling Andrew that we know. Wow, he picks up top pair, 9-6-3, couple of diamonds. And it looks like he goes check here on the flop.
Now
The
he picks
turn
up
is
a
a
heart
7.
draw.
Now he picks up a flush draw. And it goes check, and the river is an ace, and he's picked up the flush. And now he bets 50. And look at that. I don't even think that Yolette made the call.
Yolette did not make the call. She showed the ace,
Yeah.
and Andrew showed the hearts.
Wow. So there's a little bit of soft playing for a lady, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
You like to use that to your advantage, Shirley, sometimes
Well,
when you're
if
on the
I
table?
can, of course, yeah. You do notice a lot of times that a man won't make a bet on a certain street when he should, because he's trying to be nice. And then sometimes even if he does make the bet, he'll give you a couple chips back.
Yeah. Do you adjust your clothing style to what you think that the table, the style of the table as well? Bring a couple outfits to the casino?
No, I do not bring a couple outfits.
Fast, but I'm not that fast.
But of course, we asked you before, how does it affect it when there's another lady at the table?
Yeah.
Some of the attention comes off of you a little bit.
Yeah, when I'm in tournaments, it's a real bummer when I draw a table that has 3 other women at the table. It is for me.
Because you're no longer the center of attention?
Right.
Next hand, ace,
Yeah.
9-5. Brian there, he's got a weak ace, and he's bet, and he's going to take it down. Well, I mean, it comes out like you're being a little harsh, but if it's the truth and you can make money off of it, why not?
I'm telling you, it is the truth. I mean,
Yeah.
you've heard even, the top professionals say, Annie Duke, Jennifer Harmon, and, stuff like this say that men do stupid things sometimes when they're at the table with a woman. That, sometimes they give extra bets, sometimes they don't bet, which is the same as getting an extra bet.
Absolutely. Give you free cards.
You're right.
Underestimate your ability, too.
Right. I mean, people are starting to realize who I am now, so it's happening less and less. But it still is an advantage.
Seat 6 here, he's raised to 50. He's got pocket nines.
It's on you, my friend.
And Yulette's going to make the call there in the small blind. She's got king-jack suited. Seat 1's in there with ace-10 suited. And we are going to see a flop 3 ways. Queen 9-3. Look at this. Ollie's flopped a set of
7
nines.
50.
He's going to bet 50. Another weak bet. About $150 pot. He's betting $50 into it.
Ryan called that without even thinking twice.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a draw yet. He needs to pick up a draw here on the turn.
That's right.
The turn is a 5 of diamonds,
He's
and maybe
picked up
this
a
is
draw now.
exactly what he was looking for. Maybe he's going to raise here. Ali has bet $175 with a set of nines. And you would think that Ryan, he was waiting for this to happen, Shirley. If he picked up a draw,
yeah, but I'm
he
sure he
might
wanted
raise.
to pick up that draw and be able to pay for it a lot cheaper than $175.
He only has maybe 700 or 800 left. So if he moves here, obviously he's going to be quickly called by a set of nines.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, he's going to make the call. He's going to need to catch a diamond that doesn't pair the board. Not the 9 of diamonds, not the 3 of diamonds. Here we go. Oh, it's a deuce of diamonds, and he makes a backdoor diamond
stopping.
draw. That is unbelievable.
Ryan's checking his cards to
He's
make
got
sure
the
it's
absolute
there.
nuts.
Yeah, well, you just want to make sure.
Yeah, and Ali's bet looks like 200 all in.
Now, I don't understand what the pause is with Ryan. I mean, you have the nuts.
He just can't believe it. And Ali says he didn't even see it. Wow. Ryan chased down a backdoor
Did he say I didn't see
diamond
it or
draw.
I can't believe it?
No, Ali said I
thought he
didn't
said I
see
can't
it.
believe it.
But I mean, even if he didn't see it, how do you put the guy on a diamond draw unless maybe he had 10 jack of diamonds and he was chasing some straight draw out there? That's incredible. Wow. Amazing stuff live at the bike.
I still think they're saying I can't believe it. How could he call that turn?
Ooh.
You should know something, diamond is coming, right?
Now, we're going to give Ryan the benefit of the doubt and say he must have thought his ace was good, too.
I guess.
Which still doesn't give him the right price, but,
No.
you know, I mean, it makes it better.
Yeah.
Any ace or a diamond would make it better in that spot.
Yeah. Pot is limped around. Three-way action. Ace, king, 8. Ryan's got king, jack there in seat 1. Maybe feeling lucky. He chooses to check there in position with second pair. The turn is a queen. He's checked again. And the river is a 10. And he has king, jack, so he's got a straight.
Yeah, he has a straight.
And he's checked the straight at the end.
What is wrong with him?
Does he know? Is he going to muck the hand? Does he know that he has a straight?
He must not have known. Wow.
That is unbelievable. Wow.
He didn't even turn
Once
his cards.
again, boy, we've seen that time and time again.
I'm getting tired because the light shining is sitting here. No, sir. I didn't mean to slow.
That is incredible.
I wanted to double check.
Mucking the best hand.
He was, yeah. Well, that was a small pot. He was still proud of himself for winning that other one.
I guess.
No, you did.
Pay attention. Stay in the game. He's probably a little, thrown off because Ali is giving him, really hard time. Or talking a lot of trash over there.
Well, you got to pay attention to your hand, though.
You
My
do.
goodness.
You do, but that
He
doesn't mean that they
mucks-
do that a lot of players or
Mucks
that all
the
players
winning
do.
hand. Absolutely incredible.
50.
Ali is.
Ali's bent, out of shape, and he's got to get over that one. I mean, you want people calling $175 on draws when they're not getting the right price and stuff
Absolutely.
like that.
Absolutely.
You want that. So what? They get lucky once in a while. You've got to take it, accept it, and move on. Because in the long run, you're going to make the money off those type of players.
Ace jack offsuit, seat 4.
50.
Andrew's going to bring this one in, seat 2 with pocket 7s. Seat 4 is going to call there with the ace jack. And it looks like we're going to be heads up.
Heads up.
Ace jack against pocket 7s. Here we go. $100 pot to the flop. Deuce 4-6. 7s is an overpair right now to the board. He's bet 100. And ace jack's going to muck. And Andrew takes it down. Boy, Andrew's played a brand of poker that you could almost characterize as solid poker tonight.
Yeah.
That's rare. people that are familiar with him
Well,
here.
I mean, we have seen a couple hands. What
Yes,
was it, 10-6 of
absolutely.
hearts or something like that?
Yep. 9-5 of hearts.
Yeah, there you
Absolutely. Well, he says he is a recreational player and he plays a gambling style. He calls himself the
go. It's Crazy Korean,
Crazy Korean.
or AC.
Ali's picked up Ace King here,
$100.
and he's going to raise it to $100.
And he's still steaming.
Alan's got pocket fives. He doesn't. Ali probably doesn't have enough money, or he doesn't have enough money to call. And,
Yeah, I believe Ali rebought for $1,000. They're getting his chips
so he's
right
got
now.
$1,000 there on
Behind.
the table.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have Ace Queen there, seat 8. That's Steve.
Yes.
5 players.
5-way action. Here we go. Limped around. King
Comes around
7-4.
again.
Seat 2's got a King Jack. Andrew, and he's chosen to check it here in early position. The turn is an 8 of diamonds. It brings 3 diamonds on board.
What is going on?
And it looks like seat 8, Mux, and Allen bets. He's got bottom 2 pairs there. He had 4-7. Chose to check the flop when an 8 came on the turn. He bet,
Right.
and everyone just got scared.
But I mean, I was just like Andrew didn't even think about it. He got top pair. He
Yeah.
was just, I'm done. Mucked it.
done.
Yeah.
Very, very passive table. Allen couldn't have liked that turn card, though, I got to tell you. 3rd diamond coming on board. Four-way action.
Why is it 4 when there's 5 people with cards?
Well, dealer said 4-way
I
action.
know he
That's
did. That's what I'm
5-way
saying.
action.
Why did he say that?
6, 7, 10.
10. Brian has top pair there. Queen 10.
And it looks like he got checked
Checked
around
around
here on
again.
the flop. The turn is a deuce, and now Brian's going to bet here with the Queen 10.
60.
He's going to bet $60. And Andrew there, he's got King 7. He's going to muck. And Brian shows the 10, and he takes it down.
Yeah, I'm sure you are playing some fucking tight-ass poker tonight. What's wrong with you? I'm waiting for the right moment.
Right now.
Boy. Again, there hasn't been a lot of pre-flop raising in this game. You like to maybe limp with almost any 2 cards here.
Right.
This is absolutely incredible for this level. It's like one of the best tables that you can play at, Shirley. Loose passive.
Bud's been raised.
And Andrew's going to come in here raising out of the big blind. He's got Queen Jack of clubs. He's raised it to $100. And he takes it down. Lots of little hands here. Brian's going to bring this one in for $35. He's got pocket sixes.
We have pocket deuces calling there. Seat 9.
Yep, Alan's going to call with pocket deuces.
Heads up. 35.
And we are going to be heads up. Pocket sixes against pocket deuces. 3-8 jack.
Neither one could like that flop.
Oh,
Two
I was
overs
gonna
to
say,
both their hands.
You figure if you raised under the gun, though, you might want to
That
fire at
somebody
it.
probably doesn't have a, yeah, somebody probably wouldn't call with a jack in their hand. Your hand's still good with sixes.
Well, the turn is an 8. It goes check, check, and the river's an ace. And it goes check, check again. And sixes takes it down. And again, extremely passive play. Very, very passive. And Brian takes down the pot and takes down another live action tournament chip.
He's up to what? Last time we saw, he had 13, right? And he has 15
It's got to be
now.
16, 17, 20. That's actually what we're getting word at.
Wow.
And he is not stealing. He steals. When he checked the maybe on the river I might.
Six players.
Six-way action limped around. And here we go to the flop. Jack, jack, 9. Alan's got a jack there in seat 9, it looks like. He's got jack 10.
He checks there.
Yep, he's going to check it. It's not like that's not a coordinated board.
Yeah.
Queen comes on the turn.
Well, at least he has a straight draw. You know, I mean, he has part of the coordination of this.
And it
You could
looks
say.
like seat 5, or excuse me, seat 4 bet $20. Seat 4's got a queen 10.
Now, Alan, I think, put in a raise.
And Alan raised, and he took it down
Picks
there.
it up. And then the river was, we see that it was a jack, but I don't even remember what the flop was.
Jack, jack, 9, queen there. I think that was actually Alan's
Oh,
discard.
he would have made quads.
I think it was actually Alan's discards that went over there, over the rabbit cam.
You think?
Yeah.
Ali's still mad. He's tossing those cards.
Well, like you said, I mean, can't be angry when people make improper value calls because you're going to win money in the long run.
In the long run, yeah.
Yep.
Suck it up.
8-6 deuce here on the flop, couple of clubs. Drew has got a flush draw there in seat 2. He's going to bet 75. It got checked to him. Wow, Juan's going to check fold, top pair.
Fold. Oh, man.
And Alan, he looks like he might call here
We
with
need
the
to wake these
8-6.
people up. And
$500.
Again, Alan plays a brand of poker that I'm not a big fan of.
what's that, check calling?
Check calling, not very aggressive, making improper calls out of position. Drew's going to bet 75. Alan's going to call again. Drew's picked up a pair now, so he's got a lot
Now,
of
Alan
outs.
does have the best hand. He's making these calls.
Yeah.
He does have
Drew
the
can
best
pick up a
hand.
5, a queen, or a club. Well, it's an ace. And now Alan's made aces up. And look at this. Now Alan bets $200 here, Shirley. And again, I mean, that's the type of bet that you would only get called by probably by a better hand.
Well, I don't know
You know,
about that.
I was making, I was saying I didn't like the check call, but, huh.
Yeah, I think you could have made a smaller bet if you wanted to get paid off, although I don't think you would have in this spot. But I think that, like, an ace-queen, would call him off in that spot. Ace-king. Not only a hand that's going to beat him, but you're probably right. Most of the hands will beat him if they call.
Remember, the pot had been limped around and Drew bet in there with that flop, and there were 6 other people on the hand, so
Right.
very rare that someone would just bet with an ace-10, ace-jack on that flop.
I had your bid. You had the 5. 6. You're less than minimum. You're less than minimum.
Ace-king here for seat 2, Andrew. Just lost the last hand. Pocket queens for Alan, so we're going to see these two head go for it again.
50.
Alan's going to raise to 50.
55.
55, actually. And Andrew's got the ace-king.
And he's asking how many chips he has over there.
Looks like he's going to throw a re-raise in here.
That's all. Okay. You want your low 50 back?
He's re-raised to 150 total, and let's get pocket 9s there in seat 3. She mucks.
Yeah, we saw her lay down jacks to a raise and a re-raise earlier, so of course she wouldn't hesitate to do that with 9s.
Ali mucks. And here we go. Let's see what Alan's going to do. Is he going to re-raise again here, or is he just going to smooth call?
He smooth calls.
Ace-king against queen-queen. $300 pot to the flop. King 7-6. Drew's hit the king. Alan is checked. Drew has bet $300 here. About the size of the pot.
He's doing a lot of talking. I don't know if he's trying to convince him.
And look at this. Alan's going to move over the top all in, and I'm sure it's going to be an instant call for Drew with ace-king.
Oh, my goodness.
That's unbelievable.
That is just ridiculous.
And that's what I told you. I'm not really a huge fan of Alan's play in a lot of combinations.
That is ridiculous.
And the river's an ace, and Drew's made aces up now.
If you're going to play your queens for all your chips with the king on the board, you should have done that pre-flop. You get the chips in pre-flop, maybe he'll fold. But if you're going to like play it like that, you're kind of waiting, feeling things out. If an ace or a king comes, you have to see how it goes.
Well, you know,
yeah.
Shirley, there is another way to play that. It's if you feel that you're going to commit your chips regardless of what comes on the flop with pocket queens, and you play it, like you said, like a stop and go, and
Right.
if a king or an ace comes, you say you're going to check, re-raise regardless of what comes. So if it's a ragged board, if an ace or a king comes on, you're going to check to induce a bluff, and you're going to check raise all in. Now, you can actually make that decision before the hand. So in that case,
That's
again,
true.
that's the type of way that you might be able to play that hand, but I'm not a gigantic fan of it.
You know, I am a fan of that move, you know, the stop and go, but not with queens. Not in that spot right there. You know, I would do that with a little bit of lesser hand, like with eights and stuff like that. I don't know.
And now Alan has limped in with pocket jacks. 6, queen, 4. Couple of spades. It gets checked around. The turn is a 5.
Why you so much for small pot like that? I have an all in here.
Again, the turn is a 5. Looks like, was it Mo that bet 80 there? Mo, he's just throwing in, he's got an open-ended straight draw, and Alan makes the call with pocket jacks. And it looks like Steve is in there with the flush draw. The river is an ace.
Steve missed the flush.
And actually,
Steve
was out. Mo bet 300 on his missed draw, and Alan mucks the jack. So Mo bluffs out another pot, and he takes it down. Great aggressive play there by Mo.
Nice hand, Drew. Nice hand.
So once again, we can just see Mo's poker instincts taking over. You know, regardless of the situation, he just knows exactly where he's at all the time.
Did he chop? Is it no chop? Did he chop? Why chop? Chop, no king.
No pink, huh?
And he's going to chop this one up. course, chopping is when the blinds do not play the hand. It got folded around there to the small blind, and they took a reduction in the rake. The rake, of course, is what the casino takes out of every pot to pay their bills, pay the lights, pay the staff. Of course, when the small blind gets it folded around to them, they decide that they're not going to play the hand, and it's a reduced amount. In this case, it's 50 cents instead of $3. And that's exactly what we saw that hand. This pot is limped around. Six-way action. It's a $60 pot to the flop. 8-4-8. Looks like Ali has got an 8 there in seat 6. And Brian is going to bet here with pocket sixes. Oh, actually, Brian has got the 8. Brian's got the 8. And he's bet 45. And seat 4 is check called with pocket sixes. So we're heads up. The turn is a queen. Brian's bet right out on his trips. Pocket sixes is going to check. Wow, Brian checks right behind him when the third heart comes, and a king comes on the river. And Brian is scared of the flush there. Wow. Just shut down when that third heart came. Very, very, very passive. I got to tell you out there, folks, you can't shut down all the time when a third suit comes on the turn. I mean, in that case, if a fourth heart comes on the river, Juan's going to take it down with the 6 of hearts. Pocket sixes with the 6 of hearts. How would you want that? Why would you want that to happen? Giving the guy a free card. Looks like we're going to see a raise here. Seat 5 with ace-7. And we're going to see a flop. 10-4 king. Someone isn't showing us his cards. Goes check, check here on the flop. C2's got a 5-9, so I guess it was just limped around here. Oh, maybe Drew was trying to gamble it up, and it goes check, check all the way down. And now Brian puts in a bet with trip aces as an ace comes on the river. And Drew does not call, and Brian takes it down. Again, this is some incredibly passive play for this level.
Not what we normally see in this game.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Last week on Live at the Bike, we saw routinely pots over $2,000 in our big no limit game. Yeah. Everybody coming in blind raises for $150, 200 pre-flop.
Oh, I think David told me about that.
Yeah.
He said it was wild.
Absolutely wild. Four, 5, 10, 2 clubs. Steve's got a king high flush draw there in seat 8. And it looked like Andrew bet $50. You let bet there with a 10. And Steve is going to make the call.
With his flush draw there.
Yep. Turn is a 6. You let is checked, giving the reverse free card. Steve checked right behind. An ace comes on the river. And it gets checked down. And Yulette's going to take it down there with Jack 10.
Now, Mo normally livens up this game if it's like this. I'm surprised we're not seeing
Yeah, we haven't seen him play.
Really straddles or something.
Here we go with a chip count. And Andrew got 3,200 in chips there.
He's 32. He's made about $800 in the last hour.
He had about 2,400.
Or actually, yeah, almost hour, 45 minutes, it looks like, since our last.
And Steve there, he's moved up a little bit. Mo Mo has actually gone up about 1,500 here.
On pure bluffs,
Yeah,
pretty
absolute
much.
bluffs. And you can see that Ali was actually down to felt, so he was down a grand.
And he bought back in
And
for $1,000.
Yolette is just playing the short stack, playing squeaky tight.
And then shows Mr. Kim, but that's Alan. Now
Alan
with
there in C9 playing over him.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's playing over Mr. Kim.
And we'll get a marker chip count for you there too coming up. Ace Jack Jack on this flop. Gets checked around. The turn is a deuce. Brian there's got a flush draw. And Mo, again on a pure bluff, he's going to take advantage of the fact that he doesn't think anyone else has anything. Ryan mucks pocket threes out of seat 1. Yulette's going to muck a flush draw. She's got queen 8.
Trying to put a little action in the game. No one's biting.
Yeah, and Mo's made all of his money off of figuring out the fact that no one has anything.
And if they do, they're going to lay it down because they're playing so passively.
Robert Cam was another jack there. Would have been 3 jacks on board. So you don't necessarily have to play just your cards.
That's
obviously,
true,
as Mo
especially
shows.
in No Limit.
Bust him out. Bust him out.
I'm gonna be there.
I'm coming there for your money. Yeah, I'm coming there for your money. I'm gonna beat you on the game. Oh,
Guess what, Shirley? We're going to see it limped around.
What do you
Once
know?
Five players.
5-way action.
That's unusual.
10-3 deuce on the flop.
See if it gets checked around.
Doesn't look like anyone.
Well, we've got 10 queen
Ryan's
and
got
C1.
Ryan's got queen 10 there. Yeah.
Yeah, he has to put in a bet. He's in position too. There you go.
Yeah.
40.
He's going to bet 40.
And that's enough, I'm sure, to pick up the pot.
And it kind of seems like people just follow along and just kind of limp around. I mean, you see the Allen, he's got ace jack there, and he's a couple positions away from the button. I think he was one next to the cutoff there. Just chooses to limp in. A lot of people might want to raise that one up. He is kind of short, though.
Was
He kind of
Alan-
reminds me of a 1970s, police officer there. Someone in a Sabotage Beastie Boys music video.
There you go.
Guido Sarducci thing going on. If you're familiar with the Beastie Boys music video for Sabotage, you know what I'm talking about.
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm familiar with Beastie Boys, but I don't really remember the name Sabotage. So.
Ah. He's got that Barnaby Jones-esque cannon thing going on.
After the flop.
Mo's going to raise here in seat 7 with pocket 10s. And Ryan had an ace-queen offsuit there. Got him mucks. Seat 1.
Pocket 6?
And he's not going to get any action, and he shows pocket 10s. And he takes it down. Ace queen suited there, seat 4 on the button. Looks like it's going to be the best hand. Ace 10 offsuit for Andrew, and he's the one that's going to bring it in a raise, it looks like, in seat 2. He's made it 40. Button's going to call with ace queen suited.
Then we get a call from Ryan with pocket sevens.
And here we go. Flop is deuce, deuce, 4. And Ryan's going to lead.
45.
Right over here, sir. You got it.
Wow, ace queen's going to make a smooth call there. So we're heads up, pocket sevens against ace queen. Oh, a queen comes on the turn. My goodness. Ryan's going to check, and Juan's going to put a bet in here. He's going to bet $80.
That looked like a string to me.
And it looks like Ryan's going to make the check call. Well, he hasn't quite done it
he
yet.
hasn't released the chips there.
Well, at this point, you might think that maybe the button might have been sandbagging a deuce there or just trying to set up some sort of move on the turn, but he actually has hit his hand. Remember, Drew in C2 raised this pre-flop, so it's not like it was just limped around.
He's number 1 on the list. Look at the page. Number 1, then turn out the page upside down.
And he's going to fold. And Juan takes it down.
I know. You hit the queen. I know you.
Juan got a little lucky there.
Ace queen.
First come, first serve. Andrew, tell him first come, first serve.
I don't put you on the pocket first, sir. The queen don't come.
If you want to get in,
Yeah, I should have bet him on.
tomorrow he's going to come first.
Five-way action, limped around. Going to see a flop. It's a 3 flush, 3 jack 9, all hearts. Ulette was in there with pocket 8s. Ryan has got king jack. And Ulette is actually bet here with pocket 8s. Ali's going to make the call there with queen 10 with the queen of hearts. And Ali's got an open-ended straight draw and a flush draw. Wow, now he makes a flush.
Makes a straight and a flush.
Yep.
Flush being
And it gets check on the turn here. And the river comes 7 of clubs and Ulette checks. And now Ali bets. Ali had got shot to a royal flush there. Well, he's got shot to a straight flush there on the turn. And Ali's going to take it down. Surprised that he didn't raise it up there. He had an open-ended straight draw on the flop, and you know if Ulette's betting, you can pretty easily get her off the hand. So, but then again, you also got to think that she might have a big hand from early position betting too. Brian is way ahead with the live action tournament chips at 22 out of seat 5. Ryan in seat 1 limps in with pocket 10s. Andrews limps in with the ace queen offsuit. And once again, we are going to see an unraised pot. 6-way action to the flop. Ace 10 9. And someone's got ace 9. It's Alan over there.
Someone has a set of 10s there.
Yeah, and someone's got a set of 10s. And Ryan's going to bet 30, and I got to predict that Alan is going to go bust here. The only thing that's going to be a saving grace for Alan here is that I think he might think he's going to get cute with it and just call.
Well, we'll
but
see.
Look at this.
Nope.
Drew re-raised, and now Alan moves over the top all in.
He doesn't have hardly any chips. He has $130 there.
So Ryan is bet on his set. Drew raised, and Alan went over the top, either all in or all in for a little bit more. And now Ryan's thinking, what should I do? I've got Drew to my left. The bet was looked like 30. The raise was to 125, and it was 165 more from Allen, or 165 total. And now
Ryan just grabs a stack.
yeah,
sticks it
Ryan
out there.
re-raises to 500.
$530 total right there.
Yep.
Or he's pulling out. Why are they pulling out the 30?
And you can't
was out
imagine
there.
that Drew's going to be able to make this call with ace-queen now behind him. Remember how tight Ryan's played all night, Shirley.
Oh, besides that one hand where he called the $175 on the diamond draw. The one Ali's still steaming about. Remember that one, Bart?
Well, Drew's going to release. And Allen's going to have to catch probably, looks like probably the case ace there.
That's right.
Yeah. He's in big trouble. Ace-9 against pocket tens. Allen has one out. 2 cards to come.
And we're saying one out because we know that Andrew folded one of the aces.
Yeah. Deuce on the turn. And the river is a jack. And 3 tens is going to take it down there for Ryan.
Allen's done. He's had enough. I think his pink chips go bye-bye, too.
Yep.
Yeah, but you got out smart.
And Mr. Kim's pink chips went bye-bye there, too, if he got up.
Well, I don't know if
I don't know if
they
he
did.
got up, if he was playing. We said
Because they
he
were
was
playing over.
it.
I think they
but-
just set him aside with his chips.
You so super tight.
Okay, so they were set aside. I didn't know if Kim was coming back or not, but I guess we're getting word that he might be coming back. But at this point, Brian is so far out in the lead.
Yeah.
Seat 5.
No, the diamond's there. Andrew said you want to gamble. I told him no. Gamble with it.
Your big line, please.
AK.
So that was quite the hand there. Probably one of the biggest hands of the night.
It's more exciting anyways.
Why? Should I think about all in against you, Mo? I'm out, Mo.
No, time on.
I gotta look at my lease before I can think about it. No, I'm thinking, I have a hand. That's what I'm thinking of Mo's money. I have a hand, Mo. My
He
hand
said
is
he's
tight.
thinking about his hand. He has queen 4. Yeah, that's a hand there, Steve.
100?
100.
My hand can't beat Mo's hand.
It can't be it.
I show you my hand. I can't beat my hand.
And it looks like Mo here has raised on the button with King Jack, and he's going to take it down.
Right, but who's not?
Hello?
8 is right.
As we see that Ali is taking a call here, and he's either going to have to get up from the table or put the call down, and it looks like he is hung up on the person that called. Oh, no, he hasn't. And if he doesn't hang up, he's going to be dealt out, and he was dealt out.
I know, I have to call, I know, but something is drop something there and block it. The lady is nice, open. If she doesn't open it, I have to
Brian's going to raise here out of seat 5. He's got pocket deuces. And he's going to take it down there. And he wins another pink chip.
75. Yeah.
Small blind, baby. Move this way.
There's Ali.
Donna's trying to roll him off to the side.
And then somebody else is trying to get through.
She couldn't do it. She had to go get some help. We tell you, no cell phones at the table.
I think he's a little bit too heavy.
Oh, man, that's funny.
He's got a new player coming into seat 9. It's Ari.
Ari. A-R-E-Y.
Is that like the car cleaner?
Ari, I don't know about car cleaners.
That's
Bart.
way advanced.
That's a
710 deuce. That was a classic 80s infomercial. But I think it was Ari, right, Isaac? I don't even know if he knows what I'm talking about. Mo here. Looks like he's bet here with the ace 7. Seat 7. You remember the infomercials in the 80s where they used to spray paint the Lamborghinis? And then they would take this stuff and get the paint out of there?
no.
I can't win. Mo's going to take it down
No,
there.
honestly, Bart, if you ask me something about like tools or building, I'm right there with you.
Tools?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm serious. But cars, it's just like, I get my car washed and oil changed, and that's about as much, and it drives me to places. That's about as much as
Do you do it
about cars as I
every
do.
3,000 miles, hopefully?
I do my best to do that, yes.
Yeah.
hmm
Synthetic oil?
I don't know that. Looks like we have aces there. Trying to peek, I think so, in seat 3.
Yep.
Yes, we do.
Seat 3 for Ulette, and seat 4's got pocket 10s. And Ulette is raised. She's got aces. Boy, if it's a ragged board
And
here...
it's just call.
Yeah, if it's a ragged board, you wonder if Juan is going to be in trouble. And look at Mo coming with 6-8 offsuit, because he knows that he probably can outplay Ulette, but he's going to quickly find out that Ulette is strong.
Yes.
And here we go. Ulette has trouble getting away from hands, too. Deuce 4-6, so everyone has an overpair, and Mo has top pair. Juan leads for 100. Mo calls with the 6-8, and now the action's over to Ulette.
And I would imagine Ulette's going to move all in right
Well,
now. She hasn't been slow playing her hands.
I don't even
seems
know.
like she's afraid.
I think she's afraid. I mean, I think a call here would be bad. I think you would need to raise or fold here. Now, some people would say, well, how can you fold? It wouldn't necessarily be the most horrible play to fold, but she makes the call, which I don't like. And we're going to see it. Ah, she said all in, so the dealer faked me out. I thought she said call, and she threw the call in, but she's moved all in over the
She
top.
verbally said it. We just didn't see her.
Yeah.
She's moving her chips in now. And Mo did a great job there stopping the dealer.
Yeah.
Stopping that action before
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
proceeded.
and Juan quickly mucks, and I'm sure Mo
I
is going
like
to fold too.
that move much better than flat calling.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Now Mo
Ulette
looks
moved
like
all
he's
over
deciding.
the top for trying to figure out how much more.
390 or 290.
290.
It's 290 more, so the pot with the pre-flop raise was about 450, and it's 290 more, so the pot is about 740, 290 for Mo to call. So it's giving him about 2.5 to 1. So he's trying to figure out, can I hit 2 pairs or trips with 2 cards to come? I don't think he really has the odds.
Please give me a small pot. 3 there.
And of course, if Mo does hit his 2 pairs, he can also be counterfeited on the river if the 2 or the 4 copies. And Mo does make the call. I didn't really think he had the odds to call there.
I'm surprised he made that call
Yeah.
just because he's played with Ulette a lot.
Yeah, so here we go. Maybe he wants to gamble it up a little bit here.
It's the already burned, okay?
The turn is a 3 of spades. Now, Mo has the 8 of spades in his hand. And the river is an 8, and Mo makes 2 pairs on the river. And Ulette has gone down to felt. Oh, my goodness. Again, I'm really surprised that Mo made that call.
5 cards. 2 6s, 3 8s. We gotta see that.
Mo didn't even realize he had the spades too.
We said 2 6s, 3 8s. He was trying to figure out his
Yeah,
odds.
but he also had the spades. Oh, you mean when he on the
Yeah, I think
flop
he was
there.
trying to think of 2 pairs or trips. But again, there are redraws in there too, because Ulette can have a higher 2 pair if the board pairs, not Mo's card. If he does pick up the 2 pairs there on the turn. And Mo takes down a nice sized pot there. So what kind of car do you drive, Shirley?
I drive. I don't like my car. I have a Toyota 4Runner.
Yes.
It's kind of like a Isn't that kind of a small SUV type car?
Well, I mean, it's a four-wheel
Yeah.
drive. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have a really nice Infinity, but I told her that leaving work here one night.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
my fault. Someone pulled out of a parking lot and hit me like head on at a 90-degree angle.
Ugh, perpendicular,
and
huh?
totaled, yes,
Yeah,
and
my
totaled
goodness.
my car, and I loved that car.
What kind of car was it again?
Infinity.
Oh, an Infinity.
Yeah.
So you like the Japanese cars, huh?
Do you call 300?
I guess so. Yeah,
Okay, that was
it's better than a Ford.
What?
Said better than a Ford.
Better than a Ford, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Hope the people from Detroit don't hear you saying that.
I think the one that
The Detroit player on 2
logged
plus
out,
2.
huh?
Yeah.
480. Okay, 5 there, 3 there. He bet already 3. It's almost 800 there. And I have 5 cards coming.
Andrew,
5
why?
cards coming. I had the 6 there already.
How's $20 gonna do? Build a pot. Build a pot. Deuce.
So we're going to see 6-way action here to the flop. 8-9 queen. Looks like that 3 people have 8s in here. A $15 bet, I believe.
Give me a bad beat then?
$50 bet.
Give me a good beat? Looking for 10? Deuce.
A $50 bet in here and a call. The turn is a 4 of spades.
If I hit it, if I hit
Drew is still in there with the 8. Now he's picked up a flush draw.
3 raise before the flop, she has to
And
Low comes, I check.
It's been bet and called.
it looks like there's a bet and a call.
And
Steve's
now
got top
Steve looked
pair.
like he was going to check right there in the blind.
And the river is a 6. And now he's got queens up. And he's going to bet 100. And I don't think that Drew can make this call with an 8.
Guess he didn't check blind.
Yep.
Thought he did.
And he takes it down. Yeah, we haven't heard a lot from Steve tonight.
I had king 8. Oh, case issue. I had king 8. And I said if my 8 comes there, I will lose too with Andy.
Why you always try to give me a bad beat? You're not Mo. I'm trying to give me any time I go against you, I'm going to try to give you a bad beat. You're not Mo. I want to try to give you a bad beat.
Better than a Ford, huh? You don't like Mustangs?
They're all right.
Uh,
You know what I like? I like old Camaros.
old Camaros, huh? Camaro, I think they stopped making those a
that's
couple of years
American,
ago.
right?
Yeah.
Well, like, no, I'm talking old. Like
Old
60s.
Camaros. 60s.
Right, 4 things.
But nobody can, like, get mad at me because I already said I don't know anything about cars, so.
The cards here first. Or you see the card, you see your card, and then put it vertical and cover it. Yeah, because they are reading your card. Yeah.
For those of you that did not see the end of our freeze out
Last night.
last night,
If you don't play it,
Patrick
when I don't play, I don't
won the tournament, and second place was Paul, and third place
Paul was in seat 9.
Yep.
Patrick was in seat 6.
and third place was
Z, who was
Z.
in seat 3. The mother and the son, who
Both
both
got knocked
made it
out,
top
fourth and
5,
fifth.
but did
Yep.
not make the money. They were 4th and 5th. Okay, not quite a limped pot, but almost. It's $20 bet. Looks like 6-way. Ooh, 7-way.
7-way, so it's a $140 pot to the flop.
7 seconds.
check. You.
Flop is a queen, deuce, deuce. Mo's got queen, jack. No, Steve's got a deuce there in seat 8, and he's checked it.
200.
And Mo has bet 200. And again, you know, if you've got trips, you're not. Mo is not the person that I want to go against because I'm going to make the minimum off of him. Mo's going to get away from this pretty easily, I'm sure.
Don't give me a bad beat now, Mo.
And Steve looks like he just smooth called there with the deuce.
Does it? It didn't look like that to me. Looked like he doubled it. Looked like it was 400. We'll see when it gets back to Mo. He did
was
raise. He made it
400.
400.
No, that's why I don't want you in there.
It's real fishy because and when he did do
Yeah.
that, he said, "Don't give me a bad beat, Mo."
Deuce.
No, what's your kicker? 4. No wonder 400.
What, I feel like you haven't go home for a ride with a queen in the turn.
That is a pretty fishy raise there.
Yeah.
And like I said, what I said is that Mo is not the type of person that I want to have trips against him having top pair because I'm not going to make
You're
any
not going
money.
to make any money.
And he mucked for the minimum.
I know Mo had a queen and he's not a fire.
Small black.
Looks like this pot was limped around.
Yeah, but I checked too.
Juan has moved over to seat 3.
Does that mean your let's not coming back?
Don't believe so. And he had limped in with an ace queen.
Mo's gonna do it again.
I show queen.
And Mo
100.
has bet 100. He's got a flush draw. And he just makes these nicely timed bets. No one's got a king. No one's got a 10. No one has much of a draw. Juan's got a gut shot. He's going to muck.
Set up, please.
And Mo once again takes
set
down
up,
the
please.
hand. Oh, look at this. It was...
I give you $200 back.
Well, maybe you can help me for the action on that one, Shirley.
No, I can't.
I know.
Sorry.
You seem to be helping me out sometimes.
Yeah, I was looking away at the moment. Like right when that happened.
I could have sworn that Mo had bet there and took it down, but he might have check raised seat 8.
You gave me 2, I gave you 2.
I mean not, but if you raise big or something like that, I'm gonna gamble.
Chips, please, the new
So
set
here we
up.
go to the next hand.
Your draw is very strong.
And we're going to be limped around here. 4-way action. Jack 10-7. Couple of hearts. Look at Ali. He's going to bet on the come with the king
The
9.
new set up, please.
Steve's got queen 10 over there in seat 8.
You let down?
And it looks like
Yeah, I know, but how about the pink chips?
seat 8 made a call. And Drew is going to make the call with bottom pair. Wow. So we got 3-way action to the turn.
Oh, 2,000 there. Okay.
Turns a 4 of clubs.
Thanks.
Ali's going to continue to lead as if he has a jack. He's just got the gut shot to the queen there, and he's going to take it down. And he shows it. He shows the bluff.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm gonna come getting outplayed. Those 2 guys are not fair.
Rabbit Cam actually showed a queen, Shirley. He would have gotten there.
He would have got there.
Yeah.
Those better be lucky hands, okay?
Okay, honey.
So Mo, you getting the jacket?
No, he's gonna get that.
How many do you have? How many chips do you
I
have?
have 16.
He has what, 22?
But I'm gonna make a deal with him. If I get, suppose he get 28 and I have 26, I'm gonna tell him, you guys wanna, me and him, you wanna do something, and then if not, I'm gonna gamble those 2 hands, catch it. If he makes a deal, then we chop.
I have 5 here. I think if I give you the 5, it's about you.
Huh? 2 slips, and you're gonna get the
It's a
rest.
nice entourage avatar posted by Russ McGinley there on 2+2.
I was wondering what that was. I'm not familiar with that show. My cousin said it's her favorite show.
He's posting that up because of the player in seat 9. They share the same name as Super Agent Ari on the show.
Ah.
Got to be up on these pop culture things, Charles.
Ask me about reality shows.
Oh.
Survivor.
You're
Amazing.
still into that?
Oh, I love that
Oh,
show.
my goodness. I mean, I watched the first season back in 2000.
No, I've watched them all. I'm not really much TV. I watch Survivor and I watch 6 Feet Under, and those are about the only 2 shows that I watch.
You should check out Entourage.
Besides some poker, of course.
Great show.
That's what my cousin said.
Ali is going to limp here, seat 6. Steve's going to come in seat 8. Well, Ali's loosening up. It looked like he limped in with King 4 of diamonds. And we're going to see 6-way action once again, unraised pot. Queen Jack 5.
75.
A couple people have top pair here. Seat 4 is going to lead with Queen 7 of clubs.
Just gets called there by Queen King.
Actually, Steve, I think he raised it up to 150. Yeah, and he's going to take
Did
it
he?
down. Yeah.
I just saw 3 chips. Yeah, he does.
White and 2
one white and 2
purples.
purple.
Yeah.
King Jack for you, you don't think I can beat the King Queen?
And Queen 7 quickly mucked like it was nothing. Got his information. And he took it down.
I'm not very good.
No, you only pocket aces and pocket kings. I'll give you $75. I'll give you 5.
Pocket 10s there for seat 1. Ryan, Mr. Squeaky Tight. He's going to limp in. And dealer says 6-way action, but I believe there's only 5 in the pot. Ace 4 Jack.
8 things.
Ali's going to make another semi-bluff here in seat 6 with a flush draw. Gets Ryan to lay down pocket 10s. And Drew's going to lay down a jack. And Ali's kind of changing gears here a little bit. Maybe he wants to grab some pink chips.
Thank you.
Not ace.
Eight things.
Mo's going to raise
8 things.
$80. He's got ace queen offsuit. And he's going to get called in one spot here. Looks like by Drew. Drew's got 6-8 of hearts. And we are going to see a flop.
Bless you out there.
8-9-9. Drew's got the best hand here.
Drew does at the moment.
Yep. And Mo checked to him and Drew bet. He's bet 400. And once again, it's just like, it's amazing when you watch Mo. Poker instincts, he seems to make the right decision every single time.
Yeah.
He
Well,
doesn't
at least
he doesn't
most of the
choose
time,
to
yeah.
make that continuation bet. He checks. And usually if you're going to make a call like that, heads up with 6-8 of hearts, you're trying to figure in implied odds. But you've got to severely reduce your implied odds when you're playing against Mo, right?
That's true.
You didn't
Yes.
make any more money off of the hand.
agree with you, yeah.
Yeah. Of course, implied odds, we were talking about the amount of money that you can make, in future betting rounds or overall. So the implied odds in No Limit Hold'em are huge. It's as much as the person's stack if you have them covered in front of you. 6-way action. Limped around. 8-6-4, all clubs. Paul has flopped a flush. It's 8-4 on the button. And you would think he's going to put some money in here.
Yeah, we have a straight here from Juan. No one has a club, so he might be the only action here.
And I believe that seat 8 actually bet with a jack 8. And Juan is going to raise to 65 with 5-7. And now you got to think of probably
Now
a
it's up to
big
Paul.
re-raise might be in order from the made flush.
Re-raise 100 more.
And he's going to re-raise.
5.
I think he said 100 more. So it's 165. So 100 more to Juan.
And Juan has a straight, but he doesn't have any clubs in his hand. Pot's about $300, $350 surely, I believe. About 100 to call. Juan has played kind of a pretty tight brand of poker all night too here.
Yes, he has.
And these are the types of, look at this, he's going to make the call. So we're looking at about a $450 pot here to the turn. The turn is a jack. I was going to say, now you wonder if Juan was going to bet again
200.
when he waited to see if a club didn't come on the turn. But he's checked it, and Paul's bet 200. So now the pot's about 600, 200 to call. Paul has the winning hand. Juan is drawing totally dead.
He made the call on the flop. The board hasn't changed any on the turn. So what was he thinking on the flop?
Well, maybe he wanted to see
was
what
thinking
Paul was going
Paul
to do.
was
If
on
maybe
a-
if he checked behind him,
Yeah.
he would know that he was on a flush draw. Again, the pot's about 550 to 600, 200 to call. And he's going to make the call. So now the pot's about 800 to the river. And the river is a 7. And Paul is going to fire again.
325.
325, a little value bet. So now the pot's about $1,100, 325 to call. And Juan has just put himself in a world of hurt this hand.
Now, if he thought his hand was good on the flop and thought it was on the turn.
And he's going to
He
make the
makes
call
the
there,
call.
Shirley. And Paul's going to take it down there. He flopped the flush, played it perfectly. And takes down over $1,000 pot there. And of course, an ever important live action tournament chip.
Yes.
Person with the most live action tournament chips at the end of the night
Which are the pink chips.
will win a $500 bounty plus a Legends of Poker jacket. And we haven't seen Brian win a hand in a while, but he was up by quite an amount. We'll get that
Brian,
information
oh, you
to
mean not really up in tournament chips. He was up in the...
up in
I mean,
tournament chips, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Not up in cash, but up in
but
tournament
tournament
chips.
chips. Right.
We haven't really seen him win a hand, though, in a bit.
Raise 25.
Pocket kings here for seat number 8. But I believe seat 9, Shirley, is the raiser with king queen. So pocket kings is in the big blind.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
25.
It's a $25 raise.
200.
And
And it's kind of funny. We've got players in there. Of course, the pink chips are the live action chips, but
Yes.
there's also $50 pink chips that the bike has too.
That's
So
right.
it's kind of confusing sometimes. You see,
Well, most players don't usually use the
Right.
$50 chips, but on this particular case, we do have somebody at this table that does have the $50 chips.
yeah. And it looks like we've got a re-raise here by Steve. It looked like he re-raised to 200, and he's going to take it down. Yep. So you get the live action pink chips, and then you get the $50 pink chips.
Right.
I know he has an ace.
Pink chips are kind of an odd denominational chip because you would need to be playing specifically 200, 400 in order to use them, or maybe 150, 300. Games that we don't normally spread here. We'll
Right.
either spread 3 to 6, 300, 600, where they use the white chips. Or say 100, 200, where I believe that they use the black chips. I want to say the $20 chips. I think it's a 5-10 structure. 6120, they use the black chips.
I don't think I've seen a table spread with the pink chips.
Yeah. Steve is on a rush there. He's going to raise it again.
45 more.
Can't quite see what he has here. And he had a pair of
He showed
aces.
pocket ace.
So he's got kings last hand, aces this hand, back to back. Steve, very, very tight player.
Yeah, but I didn't play aces. I would have just opened. Somebody raised me already.
Pocket queens there.
That's seat 5, Brian. Ace king right to his left, Ali. So pocket queens, ace king suited for Ali in seat 6. Pocket queens for Brian in seat 5. And Brian is raised.
35.
He's only raised to 35, Shirley, with pocket queens.
And Ali just called.
Just calls with the ace king suited. Drew has got 3-5 of diamonds. He might come in here from the blind.
Yeah.
He is. And Juan's going to call with 6-3 of hearts. So we're going to see four-way action here. It's about a $140 pot to the flop. 7, Jack, 4. Queens is still ahead here. Again, it's about a $140 pot.
175.
And he's bet about the size of the pot. I think so. $135 bet, I believe. And he's going to take it down.
So Andrew comes in here for some recreational poker and massages.
Yep.
Nobody has shit, right? Why would you have a shit hit on top of you? You know what I'm saying? You made it 55, nobody had ace, nobody had
Not
shit.
even the low. It's not that.
Shit cards beat you to death. You want to cheat them out.
But they put the wrong chip in. Not even no flop, okay?
Okay. You got $25, you get the ace. I made 20 ace king in.
Got a new dealer coming into the box.
So I thought you might get ace king. She got pocket pick. Oh, you were doing good. You could flop the diamonds on, you could flop the. But I would never have called $200. 100 you still wouldn't call.
Again, playing pretty passive table. A lot of limping in pre-flop, Shirley. You don't really have to necessarily be scared of a big raise. We haven't really seen a lot of raises in tonight's show. Once again, we see it limped around 5 ways. Deuce, 3, 4, a couple of spades out there. Mo's got a flush draw. He's got queen 7 of spades. And Mo's bet 100. And Drew, he's going to make the call with an open-ended straight draw. Pot's about 250. The turn here is a 9 of hearts, and it goes check, check. And the river's a 5. But that's not the card that Drew is looking for, but I believe it's going to be good there, Shirley.
Well,
But
there we
Mo's
go.
going to bet at it, though. And again, you see the skill of Mo. And Drew, I believe he's going to muck it.
Mo knew that was the only way he was going to win that hand.
And Mo
I
knew
think.
that it would be very, very difficult for Drew to call unless he had the straight card in his hand, an ace or a six, and he mucked 5. And once again, Mo takes it down with the worst hand. It's absolutely amazing.
Really showing what Nolan is about. It's
Absolutely.
not really about the cards.
Yeah.
It's about the situation, and he really creates his own situations. Creates opportunities.
Couple limpers. Andrew has got ace queen offsuit, and he's in the small
Hey,
blind,
don't get. Hey, come on, Andrew.
and he's going to raise.
80 total.
He's going to raise it up to 80.
$80 total. Okay, you should have kings and aces now. I just need to catch up on the. Show me, one time, courtesy.
Thumbs up for the
Queens.
And he turns over ace queen.
Or white. Give me small white. Small white.
Got a limp there. Mo's
What is
limp.
price?
Another limp. And Drew has made a mini raise on the button at $20. He's got pocket 5s. We can see that one of the 5s is dead. And we're going to see 5 players. It's a $100 pot to the flop.
Oh, deuce.
Queen 10 deuce. Brian in seat 5 flop top 2 pairs, and he's going to lead right out. $55 bet. And Ari's going to be in trouble. He's got a better kicker, but he doesn't have 2 pairs. And he's going to call with the king-queen. So we're looking at a $220 pot. The turn is a 9. And Brian is playing really conservatively. He's going to check, and now Ari is going to bet. And look at this. I was going to say, maybe Brian's... look at he's shaking his head, Shirley. He doesn't even think his hand's good. He check calls the turn, and now an ace comes on the river. And it goes check, check.
Check.
Maybe he thought Ari had, a king-jack or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's
Never be
surprised
too
to win the
careful,
hand.
huh?
Yeah. Wow. Very, very, very passive. And Brian wins another live action marker chip.
It's their most recent chip counts there. Look at Mo. He's on a roll.
It's up to
He's up to
3,600.
3,600.
Yeah. He is up over $2,000 for the night. And we've seen that usually he bets when he doesn't have the best hand. He's up $2,000.
From picking up all those pots.
Yep.
That is. Yeah.
Paul, seat 4, because he won that pig pot, he's up about 2,400. And Mo's going to take down another one. He had pocket deuces, and the flop was ace 4-3. And look at this. He gets Paul to lay down the hand, and he had pocket 9s. Unbelievable. Mo is just on a roll. Absolute roll.
No raise, but I know I have the best hand.
And it's hot underneath these lights. Very hot.
Fucking Drew, man. You're going nuts again.
Andrew making a small raise again. $20.
I'm gonna say.
The ace 10 there.
6 player.
Called.
6-way action.
6 ways.
Jack 5-6.
Jackie Jack, Drew. Don't do too much, Drew.
Mo's got the top pair over there in seat 7. And Drew's going to bet $10 with ace-9. Brian's got a gut shot there with deuce 3 in seat 5. Looks like he's going to call. Let's see if Mo raises now.
Mo's
Top
not,
pair.
Mo's not going to take that.
You can do, make it 3-10.
And Mo raises to 110, it looks like.
You want to raise?
Oh, look at this, Andrew.
Don't do it, I lay down. Don't do it, I lay down. Don't do it. No.
Andrew's just got ace-9. Is he going to make a move? No, he's going to muck.
Flop 2 pair. I love
And Mo says he's flopped 2 pair, but he's got top pair, which is good enough here.
It's coming.
Let's call a thief. Let's call a thief. Let's call a big ball thief. I had
And
the
Mo
best draw.
takes it down once again.
I want to play with him, but I don't know what he may do. Save your money next time, man. Don't the lights.
And Mo is kind of catching up to Brian there. He's got 17 live action tournament chips compared to Brian, who has 24.
Drew, take it easy now.
There are those pink live action chips.
Well, the way he's going, he might pass
They
him.
did it for you.
Well, I mean, you got to think that he's got it in his mind. I mean, he might start playing more hands. Try to come up.
Well, first off, he plays more hands than Brian, and second off, he's better at picking up unwanted pots.
Oh, absolutely.
So he can end up pulling it out, I think.
Call blind, Mo.
5-way action.
I checked my straight draw.
Ace 4-3.
Straight draw.
Someone's got an ace 4. Ryan's got an ace 3. Drew's got the ace 4. And Steve's got an ace 9. Look at all the aces are dead. And Drew's going to bet $10 again. Didn't he learn his lesson?
60.
Check that out.
Brian?
Go Brian
Well,
there. He's actually picking up a pot.
He's got bottom pair
No,
and
he's
a
not.
gut shot to the 6. He's raised.
Now, what's
Wow,
Ari
Ari's
doing?
going to call with an ace 10. Overcards and a gut shot. The turn is a 6, so Brian makes his straight. He's going to bet again. 225. Yeah, what was Ari doing in that pot?
I don't know what he was thinking there.
Drew there, he's got the ace 4. If he made the call, he'd be drawn to a chop. And Brian takes it down.
He shows the straight there. Look at that, Bart. We have pocket kings there. That's for Ali in seat 6. And we have pocket jacks in 1, so we actually might see a pot with some money in here.
And seat 6 is going to raise. He's got pocket kings. That's Ali. Looks like pocket jacks over there for Steve in seat 1.
That's Ryan.
Excuse me, Ryan, yeah. Ryan in seat 1. And he's going to make a
He just
smooth
called.
call. Wow. So here we go. Heads up again, Shirley. If we see a raggedy flop, we might see some fireworks. Oh, King 7 Queen. Well, that's going to make it easy for Jackson to
Yeah,
get away
that's
from.
going to...
Ali's got top set. Ooh, he's going to check behind top set. 6 comes on the turn. So Ali checked the flop, and now he's going to bet the turn. And he bets 200 on the turn.
Well, little does Ali know that that flop really hurt him.
Oh, it hurt his action for
Yeah,
sure.
he thinks, wow, I hit a set, but...
Well, now Ryan's running through the possibilities. Why did he check the flop and now bet the turn?
Well, that's exactly why. Let's see if he can
Yeah.
reduce that.
Well, Ali's been playing very, very tight. So look at this. Ryan makes a great laydown, and Ali takes it down.
The river showed a king. He would have made quads.
4 kings, wow.
He should have checked one more time just so we could see that.
So Ali there, he takes down a couple $100. Couldn't get Ryan to bite.
No. He whispered in Brian's ear. He told him what he had. Had a set of kings.
How are you?
45.
$45 raise.
I heard Patrick's name. Is Patrick out there?
Oh,
What do you do with it? Whoever, after 4 hours, whoever has more.
So Brian's going to make a smooth call here with pocket 5s. And the button's got Queen Jack suited. So C4 brought this one in with 5-6 suited. We got 3-way action. Queen 6 ace. Wow, Steve's picked up a pair and a flush draw on seat 8. Oh, he's going to check it, surely. Is he trying to play a trap? You'd think you'd put
Well, I
some
don't
money in
know.
there.
I mean, he does have a pair, but it is second pair. Let's see what he's planning on doing here.
But no one bet it, though.
That's true.
No one betted him, you know. Oh,
He's
my
going to lay down.
goodness. Boy, is
The
that
ultimate
passive play.
yeah.
That is incredibly passive play. Maybe he thought that Paul was playing so tight that he was sandbagging something like something as big as ace, queen, or aces, but that is an unbelievable laydown. You know, we've had a kind of a quiet night tonight, Shirley, but that's kind of the most remarkable hand
It's
that I've
been
seen all night.
ridiculous.
I mean,
how,
that is insanity right there. I can't say it enough. I mean, he had second pair with the flush draw. He cold call a raise pre-flop. It got checked to him on the flop. He chose to check from behind. The guy throws in a little bet on the turn and he folds.
Right. And I don't
He
know.
still had the
I don't
flush
know
draw.
if you caught it, Bart, but the rabbit cam showed that a jack was coming, so he would have made 2 pair.
That
He gave me a free ride at a tournament. He gave me a free card.
new player coming into C3.
So his name is Patrick.
Patrick.
I knew I
Not
heard
the same
Patrick,
guy
but
that
it's
won
not
the
right.
thing
Not the
last
same
time.
one.
Hey, sir, I don't give any Chinese money away for free.
Okay, we have Andrew betting $20 with the ace 10 of spades. And hopefully this new player, Patrick, can liven up the game. Certainly the players here aren't doing it.
I think
Andrew's let
Andrew
us
must
down.
have raised more than that because he was in the big blind. Yeah, he can't have just raised 20 and got everyone to fold.
Did
I
I
think
say
it was
20?
50.
Oh, I didn't say 20. Oh. I saw 2 triple chips.
Yeah.
What a dream flop. On a budget. He gave me his motherfucker hit it. I said, I couldn't use the bucket.
What's that?
Got a race there between Mo and Brian for that $500
That's
bounty.
why I don't gamble, man. You see my hand, I miss. I got a free ride, I still miss.
That's why you don't gamble. That's why you use $3,000 in
There are
money.
a lot of aces out here. A lot of ace rags, ace
You know
4,
he thought the monster. You know
ace
he
10.
thought
I
the
know
monster.
the person in seat 5 has an ace. He's folded.
He checked the flop with that dangerous card.
There we go. Some action. And Andrew's in there too.
Yep, Patrick raised out of the big blind, I believe, and Andrew called. And Andrew has out-flopped Patrick. It's a deuce 3-7.
Oh, good. You smoked my
And Patrick bet. He's got the 10 of hearts. He bet 50. Andrew called. The turn is an 8. Drew still has the best hand with a pair of 7s. It goes
Goes
check,
check,
check. And the river's an 8, and that gives Patrick the flush.
100.
And Andrew checks. And wow, Patrick puts a bet out there with the 10 of hearts. He's going to bet $100.
Now Andrew doesn't know what to do. Is 10 good enough?
Throw it back at him, Drew.
Guess it's not. It was. But he didn't know that.
And he doesn't look too happy there in seat 2, Andrew.
It's really surprising. I mean, I don't know if you know this, Bart, but he has, he plays Pai-Gow poker or Pan 9. He plays over on the Asian side a
Yeah.
lot. And he could lose $10,000 or $20,000, in a day and not think twice about it. Yet he comes over here and gets, pissed off about a $100 bet. I don't know. This isn't his normal style of play.
Couple limpers, and we're going to see 5-way action. It's a $50 bet. Ace, 9, jack, couple of diamonds.
Hey, Drew, I feel like throwing my cards at him, too. Check around.
Got checked around. The turn is a 6 of clubs. Gives Andrew a pair.
75.
And he's going to bet with his 3-6. Doesn't look like anyone's got a 9 there, or a jack, or an ace. He has the best hand.
Too much.
And he thought he was bluffing. He bluffed with the best hand there, Andrew. Almost best.
Really give to you?
Blind surface.
I need to get all of them.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Not full house.
I'll give you 500.
You got full house? Not full house, Drew. Not full house? Then I just called.
Limp, limp, limp. What else is new? Here we go. Andre's pot. 5 ways. Ace, 3, 6.
Ace 3, 2 pair there for Ali.
How about Steve in seat 8 with ace 6? Oh, Ali's not
There
going
you
to be
go.
happy. And Ali bets.
Ali's not messing around. He's betting, and I'm sure Steve will probably put a raise.
It was a $45 bet. Well, it's a rainbow flop. Let's see if Steve just smooth calls.
It looks like he might.
Yeah,
he
he's
did.
going to smooth call.
Just called.
And everyone else is going to leave, and he got exactly what he wants. It's going to be heads up.
And he's in very good shape.
Pot's about $150. The turn is a 7 of hearts. Ali's going to bet 100. Let's see what Steve does. And he's going to raise now. He's going to make it 300. Oh, and Ali, just frustration. He shoves all in. And now Steve's thinking, well, maybe he had 4-5. If he has ace-7 or 4-5, I'm beat. Or if he has a set, I'm beat. But Ali, I mean, kind of a tell. He just threw in those chips. And we're going to figure out how much more
much
it
it
is.
is.
It was a $100 bet, a raise to 300.
This is definitely one of the bigger pots of the night.
Yeah.
Call.
And look at this, he's
That's
going
what
to
I
make the call. And the rivers and ace, and both players have full houses. Ace is full of 6, beats ace is full of 3s, though. And Steve takes down a monster pot.
Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything.
Wow.
Good hair. Good hair.
Some people would say that that would have been a tough call for Steve. I mean, it looked like it was only maybe 700 or 800 more, but if some guy shoves in 7,000 more, different story.
That's true.
Different story.
That's true. I mean, he hesitated on that on the $700.
Yeah. Great hand.
Thank you.
I just talk about shit. I have a good
The big line. 700 behind.
And Ali looks like he's going to buy back in for 700. Looks like Mo raised there, and he's going to take it
We
down.
could still. Oh, never mind.
No flop. No flop. No flop.
No,
No.
it doesn't matter. I raised. I raised. Yeah, keep on there. I raised. There's a pot. Who told you no
I know,
flop?
they told me no flop.
It's a mistake. If there's a pot, there's a pot.
It's okay, fine. Because I got the wrong.
That has to be the funniest little commercial, or
Funny
What is
little
it called?
avatar. Of course,
Yes.
celebrity poster Russ McGinley on 2+2.
look at it.
Commenting on another poster.
$30.
It's so sick when twisted. That's so me. That's like totally my sense of humor.
We got 1 hour left. How can we increase our chances?
Live stream is required.
Shirley, what would you consider the difference between being passive and being weak? Is it kind of the same thing? I sometimes look at passive meaning not necessarily raising a lot weak. When you talk about tight weak, you're talking about just kind of checking and folding. I mean, I guess they kind of mean the same thing. They can be interchangeable.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Five-way action here. Limped around. Queen 6-5. Patrick there in seat 3. He's got top pair. A couple people have. Ali's got a straight draw.
Bet 100.
And I believe Patrick's going to bet $100. Oh, look at this. Ali's going to make a frustration call. He's got a gut shot to the 4, and we can see 2 of the 4s are dead because Steve had pocket 4s over there. And look at that. The turn is a 4. Unbelievable. He's made the bottom end of the straight.
Wow.
But Patrick checks now. And Ali checks behind him. And the river's a 9. And now Ali's going to bet.
Well, he's matching the bet there first.
Yeah.
Now he's betting.
130, I believe. 175.
175.
So once Patrick threw that bet out there and Ali called, Patrick was smart enough to know that maybe his queen 8 might not have been good. Now Ali checked the turn. But again, when we talk about implied odds, Shirley, if Patrick doesn't make this call, Ali went for that 2-outer for nothing.
Yes.
But it looks like Patrick is going to make the call. And Ali's going to take down about $400 or $500 pot. Wow, nice hand. Ali's coming back a little bit. That's going to make him feel good.
And frustration pays off.
Yep. Ace King here for seat 5, Brian.
125.
He's going to raise it up, and I don't think he's going to get any action. If you want to post some comments, questions, suggestions,
or see a great cartoon.
Yep, go to 2plus2.com, spelled out. Click on Tournament Poker. World Poker Tour, another televised tournament, and we are right there. Live at the Bike Thread, official Live at the Bike Thread, started by our buddy in Syracuse, New York. Of course, we are doing a 5-10 no-limit game.
$500 buy-in with 5-10 blinds.
Yeah. Welcome, everyone, on the Poker Channel. Five-way action here once again. Limped around. 5-4-5. Looks like seat 9's got a 5.
Yes, he does. 5 deuce there.
45.
7 on the turn. Steve's going to lead out there with his pair of 7s. Queen kicker. See how Ari plays this.
Is he just going to check call
He's
again?
Not check call, but he is calling.
Oh, he's calling. Yeah, but
he's calling.
still.
The person let out.
This is unbelievable.
You know, he does have the best hand, but Steve, little does Ari know, Steve has a huge
He's
draw
got a flush draw.
He has flush draw,
Yeah.
and he has a 7 draw.
And a 2 comes on the river. And now Ari's filled up.
It's paid off for him.
And it looks like he checked it. No, my mistake. I could have sworn that I thought he was tapping on the table, and I think the other players think that too. But now he's going to put in a bet.
100.
Oh man, boy, 4-5, 2 clubs, a 7. Anyone with a 6 has got an open end, and you just call. And I think surely, and he's going to bet, and he's going to take it down. I know you said he just called there, Steve, which he did. And then Drew called with the ace-7. I mean, he's got Drew behind him. That's unbelievable. Unbelievably passive or just maniac slow play, being like, making a slow play there when you really shouldn't. Wow.
Hey, you know what?
Incredible.
I would have lost a lot.
Rolling into the last parts of our show here. Again, we've got that $500 bounty.
No, pre-flop. I have 6
Whoever wins the most pots, Brian there is in the lead with the live action tournament chips. And we see it once again limped around. Now somebody's going to raise. Looks like it was Drew. He's got king, queen. And Shirley, you know what? Actually, Pat might have been the raiser there with Jack 8 suited. So he's going to come in there with a hand. And look at this. He's going to get called in 4 spots. Here we go. 3, 8, 6. Couple of diamonds. Patrick's flopped the top pair. And he's moved all in with just Jack 8. And luckily for him, no one really picked up anything to call him with. So he raised to 100 pre-flop with Jack 8, flops top pair, and moves all in for 360. And Drew's sitting there with king, queen.
2 overs that we've seen him make calls like this before.
Yep. Well, the problem here, though, Shirley, is ace 4 beats you right now. You know? It's...
Right.
You just got king high. He's got a backdoor diamond draw with his king. I mean, this would be an incredibly bad call if he made this call. It's $360 to call. Boy, he really wants to make the call, Shirley. He wants to gamble it up.
Come on, Drew. Give the man a small pot. You got 2,500.
Oh, he's going to lay it down.
He would love for you to call, man. He would love for you to call. I would love one call too if I had his hand. Order.
I mean, there's a big difference making that call with ace-king as opposed to king-queen in that spot, obviously. I mean, if you think the guy's bluffing, you've got to be able to make a call that can beat a bluff.
You don't even... If you think he's bluffing, move in. You know, oh, he's already moved in.
Right,
so you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Fold, get on with it.
But I'm saying that you can't beat an ace-high bluff.
Right.
You know? If the guy has any pair, he has you beat. Here we go. It's once again limped around. 6-way action. It's about $60 in the pot. Deuce 9-7 on the flop.
Pair of 9s there for C3. Leading out.
Yep. C3's got king 9.
And that's enough to get the job done.
Yep. I don't think anyone's going to call. And he takes it down. Limp, limp, limp. And here we go. 5-way action again. Lots of family pots tonight. Patrick's got that same hand again. He's got Jack 8. He bets $50. And Ali tosses his cards in.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not the dealer's fault.
Flop
right?
is
Chill out.
8-6-3.
You don't have to call me. No, I said 100.
Steve there, he's got king 8.
He has king 8 and Pat has jack 8. They
Yeah.
both have top pair. Steve having the better kicker.
And he made the call there, it looked like.
And Drew has the gut shot there.
I'm not going to bet it to you. I'm
So
not.
And not
Steve made the
anymore.
call. It goes check, check. And the river's a deuce, and Steve's got him out-kicked now. He's going to take it down with king 8.
I don't go crazy. Once you call me, I can't bet it. Once you call me, you can ace it.
So Ali throwing that Chris Ferguson. He's going to throw the cards up there. Again,
Try to chop the dealer in the middle.
I chop his head off. I don't know what the deal there was. Five-way action here, limped around. Deuce, 8, queen, all spades. No one has a spade
Nobody
here.
has a spade. They all have red cards there.
Yeah.
Steve has the lone black card, king of clubs.
And Paul is going to bet here. He picked up 2 pairs. He's got 4s and deuces. And I think he shows one of the pair that he has. And he takes it down.
It's a $100 pot for a deuce.
He takes down that $100 pot.
I don't think he was a catch. Only Mo has a chance.
Actually meant to bet 50, but streak came up.
You come here and get a jack high flush right away.
Small blind.
And you got tremendous action on that, too.
No, he had to call it flop.
Ace queen offsuit there for Steve.
See if he puts in a raise.
He is.
This
Makes it 25
small
to go.
one, though. But we'll get a nice little pot builder here. Maybe we'll see, a big pot pre-flop or larger pot.
You know, I swear to God, I thought you were bluffing too. Because I was playing with you. I even told Mo, I go, I think he's at the ace.
Oh, there we go.
2 more.
Mo re-raised.
Mo has made it 200. And look at that.
He
He
has
gets
king
Steve
jack.
to lay down the hand. Again, he gets Steve. Yeah, ace queen offsuit. Ari's got pocket 5s. Well, unfortunately, oh, look at that. He's going to mock an Ali. I'm sure he's not going to play. Oh, how about that, though? Drew's going to play with 9-6 of clubs. So we got about a $500 pot brewing here. To the flop, ace 5 queen. Oh, that's not a good flop for Drew. And Mo bets 400. And Drew takes it down as Steve would have had
Top two
2
pair.
pairs. And he doesn't show it. And again, he gets the best hand off of the hand, and he wins another pot that he really.
That's right.
That
was pre-flop.
I was going to say he doesn't have the right to, but he certainly has the right to have the pot if he continues to play like this. He's playing some excellent poker tonight. Some of the best poker I think that we've ever seen. I mean, he's taking advantage of this tight, weak, passive table.
That's true.
He's taking a huge advantage of it.
Well, they're easy to take advantage
Oh,
of.
yeah.
$50 there from Andrew.
Drew, he's got pocket 10s. it
Pocket
looks like.
10s, yeah.
200.
Okay, you're getting smarter, sir, every day.
And Paul, he's going to re-raise to 200 from the button. He's got ace-king offsuit. And C3 squished in the middle there with pocket 7s.
150.
So it's 150. 150 more to call. And Drew's going to make the call. And
Let's
Patrick,
see if Patrick makes
remember,
it.
he already made the $50, so it's 150 back to him. And he's in a world of hurt, and he's going to make the call. So we're looking at
So we
about
actually see a pot.
$620 pot here to the flop. Oh, 759. So Drew's still got the overpair. Patrick's hit a set. Both players have checked.
And Paul, who doesn't
Paul's
have
gonna
anything,
bet.
is the one that's betting.
He's going to
betting
bet 300. And let's see if Drew check raises here. No, he's just going to smooth call. A lot of people would check raise in that spot with an overpair with pocket 10s.
Well, he wants to make sure Drew's in.
And look at this.
Patrick's in.
And Patrick moves all in. We'll see how much more for. It was 1,200 and then 300 more from Patrick. So it's 1,500 plus this raise. $1,500 in the pot plus this raise.
Well, I mean, it doesn't look like it's much more. What does it look like?
And Drew's made the call. An 8 comes on the turn. And a queen comes on the river, and he's escaped. He had a straight draw there, and the set of 7s is good. Wow. What a hand. Patrick takes it down. Picked up some additional outs there on the turn, Shirley.
I think that's the biggest pot we've seen of the night.
Yeah. That's about a $2,500 pot in cash. Again, this is not a tournament. This is a cash game. Gigantic pot. $2,500.
300, 500, or 200.
And there we can see the chips he's scooping up. Yellow chips are $5. Those purple chips with a little bit of gold in the middle are $25.
I don't think so. 50. Rise over here. That's the call.
Pocket kings here, seat 9. That's Ari. And he raised. And he's going to get called in 2 spots, it looks like. Seat 2 and seat 3. And excuse me, Ari there, I guess he had limped, and now he's going to pull the re-raise?
All in.
And now, Drew's going to go all in with Jack 8, and he's just frustrated. And Pocket Kings is going to make the call. And we're going to see another $1,000 pot here, right off the bat. 6-6-9, the turn is a deuce, and the river is a 5. Yeah. Pocket
Drew
Kings is going
was
to take
drawn
it down.
dead after the turn.
Yep. I believe it was a raise, a re-raise, and then a re-raise. I believe that was what the action was. It was $50. Drew re-raised on the button, and Ari made it all in, I believe, with Pocket Kings. Or he re-raised to 200, and Drew moved all in, and Ari called with the Pocket Kings. And just like that, another pretty big pot. Look at those white chips there. Those are $100 chips. We're talking about over a $1,000 pot there that Drew committed himself to, just because he felt the need to gamble.
Well, frustration
Look at that
was
stack of
setting
whites.
in.
That's
Yeah,
800 in whites, plus another 300 or 400 in yellows. That's $1,200 on that hand alone. Incredible. And we're going to get a chip count in here pretty soon with the marker chips. Again, the person that's won the most pots tonight is going to win a $500 bounty.
So
Plus a
far,
nice
that's
Legends
fine.
of Poker jacket. Looks like seat 1's got ace queen. Ace queen suited.
You're betting, right?
Wow. And Drew's going to call blind, Shirley. I think he's not showing his cards because
Well,
he's just
now
calling
he-
blind.
yeah.
He's on tilt. He's steaming. He's got Jack 3
3.
offsuit. This is the type of action that we're accustomed to.
So he only gives the action when he's losing. He's just a tilting player, is
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Yep. Looked like it was a $300 raise by ace queen, and Drew called with a Jack 3. I don't know how much money Drew has behind him, but we'll find out shortly. $600 pot. I think Drew actually might be all in here. I think he called blind.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, look at this. 5-10 deuce. So Ryan's got a flush draw with overcards. And he's in great shape against Drew with Jack 3. The turn's a diamond. That's going to do it. Ryan's got the nut flush. And Drew is lost. Thought the jack might have been good. And just like that, 2 or 3 hands in a short period of time, Drew has given away a lot of money. And it looks like that's going to do it for him tonight. But there will always be another night, Shirley.
Yeah.
Wow. Another night of Pai Gow, another night of Pan 9, another night of No Limit Texas Hold'em.
He showed a lot of restraint in the beginning, and then all of a sudden it's like 10 minutes, just wham, bam, bam. He's done. So the most recent live action chip count is C5 Brian has 27, and Mo is second behind him with 21. So like I said, he's very...
Somebody got to tell Mo that he's going to make up 6 hands.
He has to win 6 more hands.
He's 27 and 21 here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to really
and then we
stick
have
it up
seat
here.
2, Andrew, who got knocked out or knocked him, whatever, got up and left. Yeah. He had 14. He forfeited those chips. So...
Maybe we can get David to go out there and tell him that he's 6 chips behind.
Okay, Mohammed now has
I want to see if he can catch up.
4,200 in chips, so he's really building it up there high. You see that? Mohammed has 4,200.
Yeah.
So I think he's probably the big winner.
If there is a pot.
They changed it.
No. If there is a pot.
And then seat 8, who has been playing really passive, he's actually won Steve. The last chip count that we had, he had 2,300, and he's up to 3,400, so he's won 1,100. Yeah. Oh, that one big hand with Ali.
Yeah.
The ace is full.
Yeah, ace is full.
Yeah, because we haven't really seen him get involved in a lot of pots, but it was probably just from that one hand.
Still after those pink chips. He is.
Okay, Mo. Hey, Mo.
And this one's going to get chopped.
No chop. 3 rays and 2 pieces.
I know what you mean. Yeah, no, I got happy. No, I mean, it's a lot different. I thought you were
Limp there by Ali. Again, Mo's down by about 6 chips. Seat 9 is going to raise. He's got ace 10 suited. That is Ari. He made it 30 to go.
Seat 3 with pocket threes makes the call.
And here we go with the action. Mo's going to make the call here, too.
Yeah.
Well, he's got Queen Jack off suit, so here we go.
Well, we've seen he can outplay all these players after the flop. Doesn't cost him anything.
But a $100 pot. He's picked up top pair, Queen 9-5. Mo's got the best hand. But look at this. Ari's got the nut flush draw on seat 9. But Mo's going to bet it. Mo bet 125. Ari's going to make the call. So now the pot's about 350, Shirley. Action's on Brian in seat 5. I can't imagine he's going to do anything with his hand. Well, he's got a queen.
He has
8.
top pair.
He's
He
got
just doesn't
he's
have
got
a
a
kicker.
weak. He's got a weak kicker.
But Ari called so fast there.
Yeah.
You know, Brian would have to think his hand's not good.
Yeah, and he shows it. And I'm sure Ali's going to mock. So we're heads up here. Queen Jack against ace 10 of spades.
Look at Mohammed. He's getting his betting.
Look at this.
He's
He bet
betting
blind. He bet blind. 5 comes on the turn. Looks like he bet 300 blind. He bet 125 blind. And Ari makes the call. So now we're about $600 pot.
I check maybe you know.
And we're going to see a river. And he doesn't bet blind this time. I think he checks blind this time. The river's a 7.
I know, when check.
Yep.
And the queen's going to show. Queen's
So
going to
Mo
win.
bet blind on the turn and check blind on the river.
Well, he had to be a little nervous
Interesting.
there, yeah. Ari just instant called on both the flop and the
Yeah.
turn. Muhammad had to step back and say, well, what could he have?
So that's another chip for Mo.
I put different balls today in the game. 4 holes I put it there.
There's a good look at a $25 chip there.
All of them good shape. Right now, 4 tables. No, today 1 hour. Start high low at different poles. No limit different poles.
Mo's getting a massage. You can get a massage at the bike. It's $1 a minute.
That's right. Does Mo still do his free
Yes. You
things
can
between
come
the
down,
hours of 4 and 8? If
play
you're
at the
playing
bike.
this game,
Yeah.
he'll
Mo
pay
will
for your massage.
Buy you a massage. $50 raise here. Looks like by Mo with the Queen Jack.
You know what? Me and you.
Actually, it wasn't Mo. It was Patrick that raised with the 5-6 offsuit, it looks like.
Check on it. I checked it. Check on it.
And Mo says he's going to check blind here. We're heads up 5-6 against Queen Jack. Flop is 10-8-4. Mo is checked in the blind. He goes check, check. The turn is a 3. Check, check again. The river is an 8. Mo's going to take this one down, it looks like, with Queen High. But it looks like he's going to bet here on the end.
He probably
Surprised
thinks
to
it's
see
the
that
only
Pat-
way that he can
Yeah,
win
Pat
the pot.
didn't bet the turn with an open-ended straight draw. It got checked to him twice. And Mo takes down another pot, and he creeps ever closer to Brian. I think he's 3 or 4 chips behind now. Mo is in the big blind here.
We have a limp there with 7, 8.
Yeah, and Ali's going to raise it up. He's got pocket 9s.
70.
Going to make it 70 to go. And I don't think he's going to get any action. And Ali takes it down. Ali's in for about $2,000 buy-ins tonight.
Yes, he has. This was his third buy-in.
So Mo is down by 4 chips. It's 27-23. Brian is leading in seat 5. Again, we're playing for $500 and a jacket as we continue to play our 5-10 no-limit hold'em unrestricted buy-in game.
Looks like it.
It looks like Brian's got 28 there.
So that's one more Mo has to catch.
45 is the raise.
That's how he plays.
New player there in seat 2. He's going to bring it in for 45. That's Russ. He's got ace-9 offsuit. Mo's going to gamble. 5-8 offsuit. Now, Mo hasn't seen this guy play unless he knows him from before. Let's see if he can outplay the unknown as well. Here we go to the flop. Queen 7 deuce. Looks like Mo is checked.
Been here for 2.5 months. I've never seen him win. He has a lot of money. Yeah, he goes
Russ
blind,
bet
he'll
100.
go to blackjack. He'll lose 20,000
And
on the side, he'll piss, he'll come
Mo
over here,
folds.
he'll go blind, all in. When I have less than 500, I call ace queen. But when I have a grand, I can't call it like a jack. I don't know what the fuck he has. Blind.
300 you call, right? Ace queen.
Of course. Short stack.
Brian, can you get checked?
I had ace queen last time at 500. I called it. I flopped the ace two. He went all in blind.
You should have.
And he doesn't lie. He's one of the most honorable gamblers. He never lies. When he says lying, he never looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very honest
Seat number
guy.
4 there. He's got ace king suited. For seat 3 there, Pat, he's got ace king suited. He raised it to 75. And it doesn't look like he's going to get any action. And he takes it down.
But when he gets a tilt, when he catches, he caught Mo. He went all in. Jack 10 offsuit. Against ace king. Heads up. Guess who came on top?
Jack 10.
So, that hurt.
You look at one card. You look at one card, and then I look at my 2 cards. I have ace king. You look at one card. You could have ace, right? Maximum. I had ace
In the
king.
hand prior that he had pocket 9.
10
The
one.
flop was 10 some jump. Turn 10. He called $1,900 all the way. Against pocket kings.
And we're to our next hand. Ace queen offsuit there in the big blind. Ace king for Mo. You can see some fireworks here. Ace 8 suited for seat 5. Let's see what Brian does. He's first to act with the ace 8 suited.
That is 75.
He's going to make it 75. Mo re-raises to 300. And the action is over to the big blind with ace queen. Russ quickly mucks. So 3 of the aces are dead. Brian's going to have to probably let this one go pre-flop. Can't imagine that he's going to make this call.
He must have a lot of money, man, because he only gets pissed when he loses a lot on the other side.
As he gives the cocktail waitress money for his beer.
Lost like 24 grand. Game over here.
So now it's a question of, is he doing it because of the pink chips? Mo's got about a 4-chip deficit to overcome. Again, we're playing for $500 bounty and a Legends of Poker jacket.
I've been there before. So
Well, he's going to lay it down. And I believe that brings Mo's chips up to 25. And Brian has 28. So Mo is down by 3. So I would think that we're going to see a lot of action here coming up towards the end of the night. Here we go. It's limped around. 7, 10, 9. Couple of clubs. Mo's got 10, 6, 2 clubs. He's picked up top pair and a flush draw. He's going to bet 200.
There's a straight draw, too.
Wow, you're right. Gut shot.
Yep.
Flush draw, straight draw, top pair. And again, he's going to bet hard with these 200 into about a $50 pot. And he knows where he's at with these pink chips. And there's another one, and I believe he's now down by 2 chips.
He can do it, I think.
Absolutely. He's down by 2 chips.
I think Mo's going to see all the flops he can see. And I'm surprised that Brian's not doing this. Oh, he is doing the same thing there.
Weak ace there for Mo. Ace 6. Limped around again. King 7, 9. No one has a king. No one has a 9.
No one has a 7.
So Mo's got the best hand.
45.
Well, Paul's going to bet in here to a gut shot with 10 jack.
He's got a double
Early
gutter
position.
there.
Yeah, double gutter. Oh, now you're improving there,
I'm
Shirley.
getting better at seeing those straights.
Yeah. Double gutter, the 8 or the queen. Of course, double gutter is 2 inside straight draws on either end. Yeah.
No fan, huh?
Pink chips are worth $500 in a jacket.
How many do you have here?
Ooh, pocket kings there.
Seat 8. That's Steve.
100.
He's going to make it 100. Brian there in seat 5 has got king 10 suited. If he called, he would be in big trouble. He's had a couple beers, so let's see if that's loosened him up a bit. I know it loosens me up, Shirley.
There you
And
go.
I'm sure
There's
you,
your
and
answer.
I'm sure. I don't know if it loosens you up, but you've
I'm
got to
such a
say that
lightweight.
by.
I am such a lightweight. I
when
hardly
you're playing
drink
poker,
at all.
you have to
Well,
end it by saying when
yeah.
you're playing poker. Yeah. Anyways, king 10 of clubs against pocket kings. 7 deuce 9, couple of hearts. Check, and Steve's gonna bet. And Brian is gonna.
Brian folds.
I gotta tell you, I wouldn't think that. I don't know if it's the beer or the chips that made Brian call there.
You mean the pink chips?
Yeah,
He
the
wants
pink
that,
chips.
yeah. He does have the lead, but he doesn't want Mo to catch him, so he's going to try to pick up a couple extra. Although, what that cost him? That cost him $100. You want to make sure you don't spend $500, more than $500, trying to win $500.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Mo's got a nice suited connector. He's got 8, 9 of hearts. C2's got ace king. Here we go. We're going to see a flop. Ooh, ace, ace 7. Russ has got trip aces in seat 2. See how he plays it. He's checked it. He's checked it in position.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
2
they all
clubs
checked there.
And the turn is a 7. And he's checked it again.
He wants somebody to catch
And
something.
the river's an 8. Now that gives Mo a pair. But Mo's not going to bet at it, I don't think. And now he's going to bet 75, which might be... Oh, look at that. Look at the instincts by Mo. He's going to muck.
Yes, he is.
Yep. Knew the guy knew that he was sandbagging.
$75 to see the hand.
What's that?
Oh, Mo
He's
did
gonna
call.
call.
I could have sworn that he mucked.
For the future. For the
Wow.
Yeah, so he says for the pink chips. So he does make the call.
For the pink chips, he had to keep them on.
I was going to say, I'm
I guess.
surprised. I would have been a little bit surprised maybe if he didn't make that call there at the end, but, you know, he's been playing so well. Got great instincts.
I invest $75.
So we have 5 more hands left in the bounty competition. Mo is down by 3 chips.
Okay, we're gonna after this hand we're gonna do 5 more hands of pink chip.
Here we go, limped around. 3, 5, 8.
Five more hands?
5 more hands after this hand, Shirley.
But how about 10 o'clock?
So 6 chips total left. Mo's got King Jack here. It looks like he has got the best hand.
Yes, he does.
Turned is a 3. And now Ali is going to bet on a flush draw and a gut shot straight draw. Look at Brian. Boy, he wants to call because of those pink chips. He's just got Queen 6. Ali's bet $40.
Just has Queen 6, but it happens to be the best hand at the moment.
I don't think he's going to be calling just because he thinks Queen High is good.
Well, you think he's calling to try to hit something to win a pink chip?
How about this? He's raising. He's going to raise 100. And look at that. He's going to take down a chip. So now he's up by 4 chips with 5 hands left.
Mohammed has to go on a serious roll.
Yeah.
5 more hands, Mo? That's it?
Yeah, see, 5 more hands, right?
Mo, here.
You want to buy mine?
Can we keep these chips? So at least next time I play tournament,
Mohammed's begging for more hands for pink chips so he could catch up.
you get chips, double up. We can go pretty fast. Those chips are fast.
Well, he's going to have to win
4 out of 5.
4 out of the next 5 hands. And like I said, he's not
That's just a
stupid.
tie.
He's just, you know. Ooh, seat 4's got pocket kings. It looks like he just, he's going to raise. This guy's played really tight.
Yeah.
It's an $80 raise. And Mo mucks, and he knows he's pretty much done with the competition.
Yeah.
Pat takes it down.
Paul.
Excuse me.
Monster
Pat had
pocket
the 3-5 of
kings.
spades. Yeah. Got those 2 guys mixed up all night, Pat and Paul.
What was the guy last night that came in second place?
That was Paul, too.
And Patrick won.
Yeah.
So we have
There you
again
go.
Patrick and Paul.
Weren't those 2 saints? Oh, that was Peter and Paul, right? Peter and Paul, Patrick and Paul. Was there a St. Patrick? Of course there was a St. Patrick. Oh, prophets. I'm getting a word. Prophets, saints.
No, I was going to call you.
Pocket 10s for seat 9. And Brian is limped in with King 3 offsuit, a hand we haven't seen him play all night. So
Right. Well,
it's either
pocket
the booze
tens
or the
is, yeah.
chips.
How did it raise? 50 more?
He made it 50 more. And Ryan called there without thinking. It looks like he has pocket 8s, 2 black 8s.
And Mo is
Same
going to
correctly.
call. Yep, so pocket 8s, pocket 10s, and Jack 8 suited. Here we go. Jack 4 king.
And Mohammed hits his jack. He does have the best hand,
Check.
although he can't be liking that king up there.
I bet you if it gets checked to him, he's going to bet, Shirley, which we've seen a lot of these passive players not do. But how about this? Ryan
look at
might take some
Ryan.
initiative, and he's going to bet. He's going to bet 100. And Ryan's played so tight that Mo, I would assume, is probably going to muck this hand. But again, if he can sense somehow that he has the best hand, that would be incredible. Because again, Ryan, he's been playing very, very tight tonight. Yeah, he's going to muck it. And Ari can't like his hand with the 10s. And Ari's going to muck. I got to tell you, though, if Ari had made a bet there on the flop and Ryan had mucked, Mo might have smooth called or raised. to see where Arya's at, because he was the pre-flop raiser.
Right.
But now you've seen Ryan bet at it when he had called the raise.
And Ryan really
he
hasn't
played
been
tight.
involved too much,
Yeah.
so he's going to respect that.
We have a few more hands. And I think we're getting word that Brian has
Pocket
it pretty
kings
much
again.
locked
Wow,
up.
we've seen a lot of big hands here.
Pocket kings there, seat 1. He's in the big blind. Seat 5's going to raise here. He's got ace-10 offsuit. He's going to make it 75 to go. And Ryan, you got to think, well, is he
And
going
Mo's calling here with a
Wow.
9-10.
Well, now when Mo calls in between, Ryan's going to raise it up, I'm sure. He's thinking that he might take pocket kings heads up. And
He's going to count it. He did say raise. He's counting up to
Right.
75 there, and we'll see what the raise is in a minute.
Brian quickly mucks. He's raised to 450.
450.
Yeah. And he's going to win the pot there.
450 more, right? Wow.
Take the chips over, right?
Yeah, you won. That's it.
And Brian's getting word that he's won the bounty. $500 plus a bicycle casino jacket. Hey, Brian. And we've got a Brian coming into the booth right now. Say hi to everyone, Brian.
Hey, how you doing?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So it seems like your strategy today was, instead of winning a lot of big pots, you tend to steal a lot of small spots, especially in the first portion of the show. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I tried to get a pink chip on the early stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to go ahead.
Yeah.
You know, and lead.
Now, it was funny towards the end. Now, we've done this a couple of times on this show before. Towards the end, it seemed like you were playing a bit more hands. Actually, I just saw you limp in with King 3 offsuit, which I hadn't seen you done the entire night.
Right.
I also saw that you had a couple of beers, though, towards the end, too. So I wondered what the difference was. Which is the thing that loosened you up more?
I look at the most chips.
Yeah.
Well, he's the second most chips, the pink chips I have, and then I only had about 4 chips ahead of him.
Yeah.
So I like to play more hands.
Yeah.
If I catch a card, I get it. And if I don't catch a card, at that point, yellow chip doesn't mean a little less.
Right,
You
right.
know?
Well, you know, the funniest thing is if when you go back and watch the show on television, you're going to be surprised by some of the stuff that Mo won the hand with. How would you characterize his play tonight? What did you think?
Well, toward to, I think close to about 9 o'clock. I know he tried to steal a lot of pots. I sensed it, but at the time I didn't have a hand to go against him, you know. So even if I know he tried to bluff, I had to lay down.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure, but that was my guess.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Brian. You're going to have $500 here that Shirley's got for you right in front of you. And this nice Bicycle Casino Legends of Poker jacket that will hold up right here. So, again, congratulations. And you won quite a bit of money, too. You're almost down to felt at one time, right? Down to the felt, yeah. So there you go. Congratulations, Brian.
All right. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
So there you go. Seems like have a good night there, Brian. Oh, thank you. Look at that. And we're coming back into a hand. We're going to play 1 or 2 more hands tonight. We got pocket kings against pocket queens, Shirley. Seat number 2's got pocket kings. And Mo's got pocket queens. Seat 2's got pocket kings.
And
Russ.
C2 said all in.
He did.
Yes, he did.
Wow. And he's got, maybe almost 1,200 in front of him. So what a hand this is going to come up to be.
Does he have? Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He has purple chips there. He said all in, yeah.
So the action is back to Mo. Unbelievable. Now, Pat's going to lay down pocket 4s here, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Now the question is, is Mo going to make this lay down? Usually with a big re-raise pre-flop. Look at that. He lays it down like it's absolutely nothing.
Wow, that's
Yep.
great.
I bet you on the side.
Lays it down like it's absolutely nothing.
Get all in.
Unbelievable.
I got a crack earlier. It was playing the same way you did. I got mine's cracked earlier with my kings.
And surely this is going to be the last hand of the night.
Kings, queens.
Even queens, I put him on third. Because if he has a kings, that's different. He calls kings.
How come not? Crazy.
If I were there and I had a king, I'd call. I'm telling you.
I do have to comment that on 2+2, Chester said that, Mo's just playing above the rest of the table, and I totally agree. I mean,
Yep.
he's been playing so well tonight.
Right.
So Mo, is it over now?
It's over. No.
You guys are still in the air.
Pocket 7s, ace 7 suited. Again, this is going to be the last hand of the night. And here we go. We've got three-way action to the flop. King, king, king. Wow, look at that flop.
Mo flops a full house
Flops
here.
a full house. He's got kings full of 7s, and he's going to bet.
I should put you all in. I have the best hand.
And Steve's saying that I should put you all in with my ace, but he does not have the best
He
hand.
does. Yeah, he said he had the best hand. He doesn't, though.
Yep. And Mo's going to take it
We
down.
gotta bully like that. We gotta bully
And
like
that is going to wrap it up for us tonight. Boy, we've seen a lot of movement here towards the end of the show. And the show started off a little bit passive, but then towards
I think
the
it
end,
kinda continued,
as we got closer to the pink chips, we saw more people take flops and take some chances towards the end. And this is a cash game. It's something that's new. Again, we want to welcome all of you watching on the Poker Channel. Live at the Bike is a new poker program.
Right.
Every segment is filmed in real time, and for the most part, we film cash games, which of course means if you go broke, you can go back into your pocket. The chips are not as valuable, but you're risking cash.
Yeah.
So we saw a great example of some of that play tonight. And that's going to do it for us tonight. So please tune in. Check your local listings for the next time we are on. For the webcast, tune in tomorrow night. So
Good night.
for Shirley Rosario, I'm Bart Hansen. Good night, everybody, from Live at the Bike.
It's here. It's big. And it's closer than you think. It's not a tournament. It's what you don't see on TV. The cash is real. The stakes are high. They bet big. They win big. They lose big. High stakes live action poker. Live at the Bike. Watch it live on the web or play it if you dare at the Bicycle Casino right here in Los Angeles.